Welcome to the 2025 edition of Shawnee Wolves Football, and this is an exciting time as everybody in the stadium, you can feel it. I'm joined by Coach Chad Johnson. Chad, man, you've kind of witnessed your first opening. It's just coming in. They haven't done their run-through. What are you feeling like, man?
I got chills. In the hallways today around the teams, obviously here before the game, you can definitely feel the excitement in the air. In some ways got me excited for basketball season, obviously, but I'm truly, truly honored to be here and be excited to be on the call.
Well, we're watching as two of the best linemen in the state, captains for the Wolves for Game 1. Of course, that's number 77, Caden Bramlage, and number 78, Jaquan Evans. And on the defensive side, I'm excited. Two underclassmen come out in Game 1 as captains, and that is going to be number 40, Nolan Ward, and number 44, Cade McKee. The coach is happy and talking very much about, first of all, their senior class, which these two linemen represent, and how many kids are coming up in the program ready to go as full-time starters for the Shawnee Wolves.
Yeah, I mean, that's a credit to Coach Brown and his staff. Phenomenal job of developing, really trying to set the foundation for this team. What you want to see this year, despite the losing national
Well, we're excited as everybody's on their feet, and we are privileged to be able to be right in the middle of the action. Chad, how do you like this setup the guys have got for you? It's a lot of fun as we wait for them to do their classic breakout. I'm looking forward to seeing some of the old names, and let's just start with Ramel Slaughter, just a junior. He seems like he's been here forever. I liked what Coach Blitch had to say about Ramel, knowing that your junior season is really an opportunity season for high schoolers and their athletic endeavors beyond high school. You went through that, Chad. Talk a little bit about that and what this season means to some of those underclassmen.
Yeah, I mean, that junior year is a real opportunity for you to, if not build off what you've done for the previous 2 years, but also be able to give yourself an opportunity to put your name out there and generate some buzz and really go into your senior year with some momentum. So it's exciting for those kids to have that opportunity, but it's more exciting for the entire team to have the opportunity to represent their city and their school and their friends.
Well, in senior, one of my favorites, Jaden Hunt. Talking with him in the locker room, you know, Jaden's one of those guys who's mentoring the sixth graders over there in the MVP Uplift Mentoring Program. He shows up, and he really seems locked in this senior season. I'm happy to see him playing both sides of the ball.
Absolutely. He's a name that most of the coaches have mentioned at one time or the other, and I've been here throughout the summer, and so being able to watch them practice and kind of get a feel for who they were and what they were able to do has been a blessing for me. But I look for Jay Hunt to really be a force and be a difference maker on both sides of the ball for our Shawnee Wolves.
Well, you saw the lineman coming in. Big number 66, returning starter Kendall Gillum at center. How important is it in no matter what sport you have that you have somebody steady like Kendall Gillum there at center?
Absolutely. I mean, you hear it all the time in football. The games are won and lost in the trenches. And to have a guy who's been here, who's done this, who has the experience to be able to be a rock-solid force in the middle is a huge, huge asset for our ball club.
Well, we're looking forward to what's about to happen. This is going to kick off the season as we both start 0-0. You know, last year we went up to Putnam City North, and we had a team that had some superstars on it, had some big names on it, and PCN really shut us down, Coach. This is going to be interesting to see how the Wolves respond here after an experience like that.
Yeah, and obviously this is a new year, a lot of new faces. I know Putnam City North has a new head coach, a couple new coordinators. But you don't forget those wins and losses as a player. You know, regardless of who's on one side of the ball, that score, that experience doesn't go away after the game. And so I know for a lot of these Shawnee Wolves, they're going to have that lingering taste in their mouth and be super, super excited to right the ship, if you will, on what happened last year.
Well, in talking about somebody I'm excited to talk about, underclassman Drake Estella, really showing some leadership. He's going out there on the wing to help return this kickoff. But back deep, we're going to have the quarterback, Braden Laster, actually returning the kick. How often is that you've got the quarterback back there with Ramel?
Not happening very much on Saturdays for sure, but credit to him. I mean, that just goes to show what type of athlete he is. A move in from Norman North. I know they speak very, very highly of his abilities on both sides of the football, and so it'll be fun to see him. When you have an athlete of his caliber, you always want to try to put them in positions to have their hands on the football.
Well, Max Hilton and also Tal Leone, another couple of sophomores out there. I like to see the young kids on special teams. That's really where you can earn your hat.
That's where I spend a lot of my time, Daniel. Special teams, and you know, I don't know if that was just because I wasn't good enough to play on the real field, and on special teams was where I really hung my hat.
So talk about that a little bit, Coach. As a kid, you know, you feel so much a part of it when you're a part of special teams. I mean, that is the third cog of a winning season.
Absolutely. I mean, talk about it a lot. Offense, defense, and special teams for a lot of football teams is where you can really win in the margins. And so that experience, that opportunity for some of these young guys is something that they'll remember and they can obviously build off of going into the rest of their career.
All right, we're set for the start of the 2025 season, as kicking off is going to be Tyron Lambert, and Tal Leone takes it. Did we get a flag there? I think we did.
First game for everybody, officials included, so we'll get early tests of their whistles here as we look to re-kick it off.
Lambert gets another try. I would have liked that 32-yard field position right there. Let's see if we can improve upon that. See Nolan Ward anchoring it there in the middle. I'm also seeing out there Mason Wilson, another transfer in. We're expecting a lot of things from Mason. Supposed to be one of the smartest players on the field. Riley Story out there. We've heard about Riley. This has got to feel good for everybody on the field on this kickoff. Feels good in the stands. That's going to go over the head of Ramel. So we're going to take it on the 20. Braylon Lassiter is going to get it going for the Wolves behind center. That line should be tough. One of the best lines in the state. We've talked about Kendall Gillum. He's going to anchor it. We've got Jaquan Evans and Caden Bramlage on one side. On the other side, we're going to have Boston Stripling, another one of those sophomores. And who did I see? 63? Was that the other one? Over on the right side, the give is to Lassiter. Actually, that's KD. Woohoo! KD Palmer shows out of the block what the Wolves want to do throughout the whole season, and that is rush the football.
What a way to open up the season. I mean, they came out pretty heavy. I think they had probably 5 or 6 linemen out there and had one in the backfield to open up the blocking angle. But, man, what a run. Great way to start the game, and you got to think that's going to be a point of emphasis tonight.
And that's what I was looking at the lineman, and that got off so quick. I didn't even see it happen in the backfield, and it shot out of there. We do have out there Logan Skelton as well, and I was not anticipating that. And I see Chuffy Walden out there too.
I mean, I would think that having 2 Division I commits on one side of the offensive line is a pretty good way to start the game, pretty good way to hang your hat, and I think that's going to be a point of emphasis, or at least something to watch for the rest of the evening. Dylan
Simons, you see, number 12, starting on the close side. He's with Ramel Slaughter on the outside. Calling for it's going to be Braylon Laster. I didn't see what the penalty was. Coach, did you?
I didn't see that. I know they got out past the 50, and it looks like they brought us back to
The give is up the gut, and this is another one. Man, we've got backs. Dayton McClendon, he was just quiet in his locker before the game, and just, man, you could see it in his eyes. He is so ready to be here. Another transfer, 1,600 yards plus last year outside of town for Prague.
I mean, they have a stable of backs that can really get going. I mean, you've seen two of them right here early on in the game, and I know they're going to continue to rotate those guys and put the ball in their hands. I mean, when you've got a stout offensive line as we do and some really skilled playmakers in the backfield, that usually is a good recipe for success.
There's KD, and there's going to be another flag, unfortunately, as we had a 2nd and 2. That's going to come back. It will probably turn into a 2nd and 12.
Yeah, and again, early on, you're going to probably expect to see some misfortunate penalties on both sides of the on both sides of the football. You just try to limit as many of those you can and take the positive plays when you can get them.
The handoff is to KD, 2nd and 12, and he's going to make up a lot of it, shedding tacklers as he goes, and he puts us in a makeable 3rd down position.
Yeah, and you had Lassiter flanked by both those running backs there, so as a defense, you kind of have to pick your poison right there because he could have probably went one of two ways there, and this time it was Palmer who got his number called and, like you said, picked up several yards there to recoup some of that was lost on that penalty.
All right, 3rd and 3 from the PC 44-yard line. Laster taking his checks. Let's see if he throws that away. Just throw it away, Brandon. Yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit of miscommunication on that snap there. Goes over his head, and you hold your breath, though, when Lassiter does get the ball because he's able to make those plays.
Yeah, turn them into something.
A
lot of athletes on the field in white, though, and unable to get away from 5 of them. Yeah, that's tough. Unfortunate for the Wolves, looking good. Back at their own 31. And that's Taglione into punt. Gets it away. Mason Wilson down there on the coverage. And it looks like it's going to be stopped. Picked up by Riley Story.
A great drive there by our Wolves to open up the season. Just a little bit faltered there on the botch snap, but you can definitely sense that the run game will be a very, very big point of emphasis tonight. And obviously if we can minimize some of the penalties that we had there on the first drive, I think that'll be a good recipe for us to continue to live with.
Yeah, 2 penalties, and unfortunate because we were moving the ball, and we were still deep in their territory. So it's going to start at the PC 39-yard line. .906 on the clock as we'll set the defense for you. And that is Nolan Ward immediately on the ball as the junior leader. He's the signal caller out there, Coach.
He was right there on the virtually as the ball was snapped. He was in the backfield. And, again, Coach Blitch made a point of emphasis that he and Caden McKee will be 2 guys anchoring the defense there at linebacker. And you see number 78, Jaquan Evans there in the interior.
Kyle Williams was close. Yep. Jaquan going both ways. That's exciting this year. KD moves up, and I believe that's Jay Hunt on the tackle as the Wolves hold him to a 3rd down. It's going to be marked at the 44.
one of the things I thought was interesting that Coach Blitch had mentioned is that while this year we may not be the biggest team, but we do have a lot of speed on the edge, a lot of speed to fly around and make plays. And so it'll be interesting to see how our speed counteracts their size there for Putnam City North.
They got big 4 to go. They're throwing it up in the air, and it looks like the Wolves with good defensive pressure up front, but also I love to see the coverage in the deep area.
Absolutely. There was really nowhere to go with that ball, and quarterback there for Putnam City North just gets it up and a little overthrown, but it's probably a lot harder to make those throws when you have 4 or 5 guys on your face as he did there on that play.
They forced the punt, and I'm laughing. KD Palmer brings some energy, man. I saw him before the game in the locker room, and I don't know KD, and he doesn't know me, and we just kind of saw each other, but you could feel it there, but I was just wondering.
Well, I'll tell you this, Daniel. He was the one that today in our pep rally, he kind of got the students excited. He gave us a little motivation, and you could tell he was very amped up for tonight's game.
I like it. I like what he brings, the senior wide receiver and defensive back. He's already played a predominant role on the coverage there, and the Wolves set to return it as back deep is Laster, and Slaughter takes it over his shoulder at his 10, and he's got some room. Slaughter to the 20. He's going to get up to about the 27-yard line.
You made mention of Laster there. He was there on the punt return as well, and set a nice block for Slaughter to get up the field and get a little bit of a run there and got it out to about the 30-yard line.
So the Wolves are going to take over from their own, what did you call that, 28? About 28-yard line? With 7:36 on the clock, wonder if the coaching staff just brings them over, Coach, and says, hey, just calm down a little bit. We're going to be just fine. That was all right. Let's just stop our mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, again, early on, you're going to probably see a few of those, and I think once both teams get settled in, it'll be an interesting chess match, if you will, to see which team battles out and finds their way to kind of get in stride.
Laster with a pickup of 7 takes it up to the 35, and it brings up 2nd down and 3. You got to like that position for the Wolves.
Absolutely. 2nd and 3, you have a lot of options of what you can do. You can obviously run the football, and I doubt that they'll put the ball in the air here, but you always want to be ahead of the chains when you're driving down the field.
Laster making the call. Beside him is McClendon. And that's going to be off to the sideline. There's Jay Hunt as it's delivered nicely up to the 48-yard line. I'm telling you, I believe that's going to be key to this season is the 2nd down pass. We got to catch it.
Absolutely. And a nice little route there by Jay Hunt. Just kind of found a little crease in the defense, and Lassiter put it on the money right on time, and we're able to pick up the 1st down.
Like to see that as the Wolves offense looking good here early on with 6:30 and counting on the clock. Laster with the screen, and I believe that's Wilson on the reception, and he's going to take it down to the 40-yard line of PC North.
Great play call there. I mean, you know that Lassiter can make plays with his feet, but to get him going early with a few short passes, get his confidence going, and obviously you love to see those receivers get out in space and make plays.
I like that, Coach. You pointed out, you give him the short ones early. That one, the delivery to Hunt, though, 8 to 12 yards, that's huge. Up the middle, no, Laster keeps it, and he gets the 1st down. He's going to make it to the 38-yard line, 39-yard line. Looks like it's marked at the 40. That'll be a 1st and 10 for the Wolves.
Again, you see it right there with his feet, making a play. He just keeps the ball, picks up a little 1st down. So,
do you think that was an option?
It definitely looked like a little zone read option there, and he keeps it, gets to the outside, and that right side again, I mean, with Bramlage and Evans on that right side anchoring, probably a good place to start following and try to find a window.
First and 10 for the Wolves from the 39-yard line. The give is going to be to KD. KD trying to make it to the edge, and he does, makes the cut. What a run. Marking that down, a pickup of 5 to the 34-yard line.
Again, you can't stress it enough. They just have so much speed out there. I mean, with Palmer and McClennan and Lassiter in the backfield, you pick your poison with who you want to try to stop. And right there, they go back to the left side and was able to pick up a nice chunk of change there.
Yeah, it was really strung out nicely by the defense, but they had no way to bring down KD. So that brings up 2nd and 5 from the 34. We've got 4:57 and rolling here in the first quarter. The handoff up the middle to McClendon. McClendon breaks it into the middle. McClendon to the 5 and touchdown, Shawnee Wolf! What a run there as he saw the entire field. Dayton McClendon feeling good in his new threads.
What a run there. I mean, offensive line, great blocks. Found a crease, got to the second level, and again, when you have speed, one guy can make a whole lot happen right there. And fortunately for Shawnee, Dayton McClendon is very, very fast. Very, very fast, very elusive.
Way to go. Now, hey, is your heart pumping or what, Coach? That was so nice to see.
It's just nice play calling there by Coach McGuire there on the drive, and really, really seems like they found something that they wanted to go to. So great play calling by them.
Anthony Baird hits the field goal as the Wolves go up 7-0, 4:43. We'll be back in a moment.
The bees and their keeper can communicate. The beekeeper can hear when they're in distress and helps in turn. This partnership of mutual encouragement is a reflection of the harmony and balance we strive for at St. Gregory's Abbey.
Gordon Cooper Technology Center has trade classes for all ages. These programs are not just for our high school students, they are for all ages, and you have the opportunity to get further educated within our community and pick up a trade skill today at Gordon Cooper Technology Center.
Gear up your family with unique request one-off orders at Bleacher Season online store. That's right, little brother, dad, and mom with clothes and gear unique to your family. A bunch of cool gear to order. Bleacher Season makes your idea a reality. Gear up for the games at bleacherseason.com. You know, Coach, I believe the coaching staff said exactly what we were talking about. They said, hey, look, guys, we're going to be fine. Just don't make any mistakes. And they didn't. And they ran that ball down the throats of Putnam City North, peppering in a couple of passes.
Absolutely. It's always good to establish the run. And, again, there, that last drive, we were able to see Braylon Lassiter make a few plays both in the air with his feet and capped it off with a nice run there by McClendon.
So kicking off for the Wolves as they pop it up as they usually do. That's Parker Snow. They like that just pop kick. They did it a lot last year as well. Just no chance for a return. Did you see the flag come out?
I didn't see a flag, but I know that was a live ball, and looked like a couple of our coaches were pointing as if it was Shawnee football.
What can we see on the replay? Do we have anything on that? If we do, pop it up. Here it comes right there. Very nice. And it's going to land. We almost got it. It looks like it might have gone out of bounds.
Yeah,
okay.
Good, yeah.
Defense back in as Putnam City takes over on their own 37-yard line, but they're still talking about it over there. I wonder what they're talking about. That's interesting.
Maybe it's spot.
Well, we've got 4:40 remaining in the quarter, and I think they were talking about possession because he just showed the possession again. So love to see that, man. What kind of electricity on the field by the athletes as they get down there. Logan Skelton, of course, in the middle, commandeering that defensive line. Also, I see in the middle there is Riley Story, the 10th grader. They talked about him on the Blitzing with Blitz as well.
Yeah, he's also a move-in from Tecumseh. I had the chance to get to know Riley. Came out for basketball and spent some time with us this summer, and you could definitely tell he's a football player. His motor does not stop running, and so I know that's going to bode well for us this year in football.
Jaquan on the close side as PCN takes it 1st and 10 here. They're looking to go deep, and the great coverage out there. That's Laster. That's our quarterback running with their wideout. He's
just an athlete, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, he can play virtually anywhere on the field, and you always love to see kids playing on both sides of the football. I think that's very, very noble, highly respected by me to see kids doing whatever they can to help their team win.
Second down and 10. The give is to the far side. It's going nowhere. I bet that's Jaden Smith popping up there. I'll have to catch the number. Did you see it? Was it 24? Story?
Looked like it was Riley Story, number 2. There's a host of Wolves there on the play.
So Travion Barber might have jumped in there. If you saw number 2, and there he is, Travion was over there.
He's also a new Shawnee Wolf and traded in his navy and blue from Star Spencer for the navy and white for Shawnee.
That's going to be incomplete. Going to bring up 4th down, and PCN going nowhere.
Again, just a lot of pressure there in the backfield. The quarterback for Putnam City North rolls out to his right, looking to hit a receiver there and just couldn't connect. Credit goes to those big guys up front getting some pressure in the backfield.
So, 3 and out. Another impressive defensive performance. And first impression, Coach, there's a lot of athletes on the field for the Shawnee Wolves.
I mean, you have
Golly.
a multitude of guys that can make plays, and obviously it helps to have guys up front that can make their job easier.
So the punt, and we're going to take a break. You're watching Wolves football on ShawneeCTV.
Kevin Hanna, Frontier Commercial Group, specializes in both commercial and residential real estate. Whether you're looking to secure the perfect commercial space or find your dream home, Kevin's team helps you achieve your real estate goals. Visit Kevin's interactive website to get started today.
In today's world, fast and reliable internet isn't a luxury. CVEC Fiber is connecting our community with 100% fiber optic internet. From ultra-smooth gaming to crystal clear video calls, you'll never miss a moment. Visit CVECfiber.com to sign up.
Downtown Auto Body works for you with your insurance company to reduce your hassles. Downtown Auto Body is on your side to get your vehicle repaired as it should be.
We're back on the run, and that's Travion Barber. The first time we're able to see Travion get the ball, and it's going to be a positive play. Pick up of 4, Coach?
Yeah, I got to bounce it out to the left side there. And again, you mentioned his name on the defensive side of the ball, but it's good to see him get some touches here early in the backfield, Travion Barber.
Another, shall we say, athlete going both ways. And they've got the energy to sustain, but, you know, we're in the first quarter. Adrenaline's running. It's really going to see third and fourth quarter. This is going to be interesting as Laster keeps it up the middle, and he's driving for more yardage.
Just a nice quarterback keep there right up the middle, following his block. Picks up 4 or 5 there to make this third down very manageable.
Third down, and let's call it 2. Looks like that's right where it's at. With 2:35 and counting here in the first quarter. The men in blue have been dominant. Other than the first drive, they had 3 different mistakes. They had picked up 60 yards already. Unfortunate just with the mistakes. Let's see if they can pick up a third down. This is their first pressure point. They've got a lot of people over on that side of the field. Yeah. That is the 2D1 side, the right side of the field.
Absolutely, and again, they came back out with the heavy look, had another lineman there in the backfield and another wing back flanking. It looked like they came out in a little bit of a wildcat look as Palmer was the one receiving the snap and just followed his block there to pick up the first down.
As the Wolves and everybody enjoying this. This is typical Shawnee Wolves football. This is what we're used to seeing.
This is
at Shawnee.
If we can sustain this, this is a great recipe. I think you just
McClendon up the middle.
Try to establish the run and utilize your physical specimens, if you will, up front there, and just power the ball up front and run it.
So up to the 45-yard line goes Dayton McClendon. And that brings up 2nd and 7. Laster backing off. Braylon going to pass this one deep down the middle. He throws it up, and that was just a little too high.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, that honestly be fortunate if it's not on the Wolves.
I don't want to speculate too much, but it looks like that one may be coming back.
See what we got. Interference, PCN. So if we see that replay, what we're going to notice is that Dillon was not given room to come back to the ball. That's that classic, throw it a little bit underneath. And he also had a hand on the back of the shoulder pads. That was a dangerous pass, something that Braylon can learn from, a little bit too much air. The Wolves fortunate there. They really are on that penalty.
Very fortunate that was not an interception. But nonetheless, we first down here in PC North territory.
Yep, at the PCN 40-yard line. Here comes KD, and he's going to go out at the 39. Gain of a yard. Actually, a loss of the yard. They're going to mark it. He must have gone out of bounds at the 41. So 2nd and 11. Here we go. These are these 8 to 12-yard passes on 2nd down. We have to be catching these balls. Boom. As Simons picks it up, and he's going to make it 3rd and manageable. Look at that pile be moved.
Just keep driving and picks up fights for an extra yard there. But the play call was great. I mean, gets one of your faster skill players out in the perimeter to make a play.
Down to the 33-yard line, it looks like, so it brings up 3rd down and 2. And I'll find out if it's Simons or Simmons. Do you have any idea?
Don't know. I will say this, Daniel. It's been a joy being out at some of the practices and obviously now in the hallways getting to meet some of these young men, and just some fine young men to be able to interact with as they are.
It's going to count out the first quarter. Wolves 7, PCN 0. We'll be back in a moment.
Hardesty Deli. The food is great and the people are even better. A genuinely local atmosphere. The Oliver family has more than 70 years as butchers with Hardesty. If you're in Shawnee, you gotta stop at Hardesty Deli.
Here we are at Elle's Jewelry. Oh my goodness. This is actually a homecoming crown. And does the homecoming queen get to keep the crown? They do. They get to keep the crown. I love that. Thank you guys for shopping at Elle's Jewelry. Yay!
So a penalty on the play. We'll get the call here. I didn't see what that was. Or not. Nope, it looks like it's staying. My bad. First game for all of us, Coach.
Yeah, sometimes those plays are hard to decipher what the call was, but it looks like it'll stay.
So it's 3rd down and 3 from just outside the PCN 33-yard line as the referee's just getting the chain gang going. I'm sure Ollie's over there. Years and years of service. Looks like they've got some old ones and they got some new ones. Jeff Chamblin over there, I bet, as well. That looks like Chamblin walking away with the old ones. Okay, Braylon getting them set as the quarterback has played well. Laster calls for it, and he's the one they control, or they want taking it, and he's going all the way down to about the 25-yard line. 29, it looks like.
Just a nice quarterback keep there, following his blocks again to that right side, and picks up the first down.
Yep, and they mark it at the 20, between the 27 and the 28. We're going to call it the 27-yard line with the first down. Another great keeper. He's got good eyes, man. He's got a good feel. McClendon gets it up the middle, and the big man, the big little man, is going to get it down to the 23, pickup of 5. 24, pickup of 4.
Third down here.
I think it's just second.
Down.
Yeah, there you go.
Second down here. You want to try to come away with points no matter what here for our Wolves, but you would definitely love to see us get into the end zone and cap off this drive.
2nd and 7. He goes deep, and that's Jay Hunt. And again, no flag on that one. That's a give and take. We're going to see that probably pretty nicely on the replay. See what we get here. Coach, you can watch it. He did get grabbed, but, I'm giving him some grace because, like right there, they hit him a little early. I'll give him grace because of the call we got earlier.
Yeah, you love to see that shot there. I mean, just taking the chance, trying to give a receiver, Jay Hunt, there an opportunity to go get it, and knowing that you got third down and you're in the back pocket.
So 3rd down and 7, and this is probably 2-down territory for the Wolves. McClendon, they're going to follow that big line. It looks like we're going to get a penalty, probably a hold. Here we see it on the replay. It goes right in the middle of the line. So that'll bring back 3rd down, and it'll make it 3rd and 17.
So, again, the penalty there brings us back and puts us at 3rd and 17. So, again, point of emphasis early in the season, you probably want to clean up some of those, especially here as we have this lead. But a lot to be excited about, a lot to build on, and just knowing that your run game has been very solid and you're able to get some guys open in the flats.
I noticed that they only moved us back 5 yards, so it wasn't holding. I wonder what it was. We'll get better. Laster with the screen to KD. KD up the middle. He's got room, and he's going to take it down close to the first down. He's going to be short by about 2 yards. Another good play call.
Again, possible 2-down territory. Could go for it on 4th here with the ball on the right hash.
Yeah.
Haven't really seen our kicker other than that extra point, so looks like the offense will stay on the field. Yeah,
it does. So we're outside the 22-yard line. So that's going to be a timeout. A timeout by the officials. They're going to bring somebody off the field. And running back on the field is going to be Drake Estala, the sophomore. They're going to start the clock, 10:21 and rolling. Play clock at 20, so we're not hurting there. But we've got 5 to go on 4th down. In the middle, Braylon hits KD. That's your man, Coach. He comes through.
Effort just laid out there. Came up just a bit short of the end zone. But what a phenomenal catch there by number 6, KD Palmer.
Kadarius Palmer pulls it in, and that takes the Wolves to 1st and goal at the 3.
And you have to imagine that quarterback there had a great connection with Palmer, just laid it out there and gave him a chance. False start there.
So the penalty moves the Wolves back.
Looked like we were trying to go a little quick there as Palmer is again in the backfield, flanked by McClendon.
And the pitch is back to KD Palmer. And no, they're not giving it to him. He's inside the 1. I didn't see his knee go down, but they're going quick. Inside the 1.
Palmer with the keep again, straight up the middle, just about a yard short there of a touchdown. It'd be fourth and goal.
Sideline warning on Putnam City North. So that's going to be second down, I believe. Down at the 1 yard line. And they're going to take KD out. Laster goes back in. Braylon Lassiter going to take the snap. Probably a little bit of a wildcat going on, and that's what it is. Lassiter in! Touchdown! Shawnee Wolves! Braylon Lassiter brings it in with a 1 yard dive.
Great run there, just following his blocks, making it easy for him. And our Wolves light up the scoreboard again.
Let's look at that again. As Laster, it's always great to see them get in. Love to see it.
Again, following his blocks, going there on the right side. You have several Wolves out in front, getting to that second level to block and escort him into the end zone.
The senior, Anthony Baird, going to kick the extra point. I believe that long snapper for the extra points is Kyle Williams. And the holder is Max Hilton. That one's going to be blocked. We'll take a break. 9:19 to go, 13-0. The Wolves lead.
Go time, show time, get on your feet. It's my time. Go time, show time, get on your feet.
Hey Mom, I got hurt playing volleyball and you forgot to pack my ibuprofen. You got hurt? That's okay, you just need some ibuprofen. Go to Eric's Pharmacy around the corner. They should have some.
Fred's Tire and Battery is locally legendary. Known for their friendly family welcomes and just as friendly exits, Fred's can service your vehicle needs. Make Fred's Tire and Battery your first stop when your vehicle needs service.
We're back. Coach Johnson, man, those 2 drives have been impressive.
Yeah, I mean, just the play calling and obviously the execution by our Wolves has been really, really good. I think that the one thing that I would love to see us really, really hone in on, especially in the second half, is obviously limiting some of the penalties and really capitalizing on opportunities. But regardless of the penalties or not, we've been able to really make out good by both these drives.
The first one was a 5-play drive without any penalties. We received 3 penalties that we were able to overcome in the second 17-play scoring drive.
I mean, you'd like to see our skill players make plays. I mean, there was a handful of guys that were able to contribute there and capped off there by the last of their touchdowns.
The kick, this one's going a little bit deeper, back to the 20-yard line. The pursuit is good, and he gets around the corner. McClendon traps him down. There was some speed there. We had good pursuit. We just kind of lost our lanes there. Let him get to the edge.
Yeah, kick was great and sent him back there to the 20, and he was able to flip the field and put the Panthers in great scoring position here.
So they're going to start on the Shawnee 39-yard line at the start. With 9:08 to go here in the second. North is going nowhere. That's Travion, I believe, as big number 2 comes in again. Another tackle for a loss by Travion Barber.
Yeah, and the Panthers just haven't been able to get much going on the ground. Our front line has been very stout, and Travion Barber again getting in the backfield making the play.
A loss of 6 actually on the play. They're marking it at the 45 after another tackle for a loss by number 2. 2nd and 15. PCN going this way, not going anywhere. Oh no! Everybody was fooled, especially here in the booth. I did not see it go that direction.
Great keep there by the quarterback. I thought there was definitely another tackle for a loss, and he keeps it and scampers down the field for positive yards.
It was Story who was on the quarterback that quick. They're not only showing a lot of speed, they're showing a lot of power as they get it down to the 32-yard line, a pickup of 13, and that brings up 3rd and short for Putnam City.
I have to think this is probably 4-down territory for the Panthers.
Coming this way, they go up the middle, and that's Logan Skelton who stops him in his tracks. No gain, Logan Skelton on the tackle. Brings up 4th down. Man, he hit a wall.
He was definitely stopped in his tracks. Our defense is flying around. I mean, they're making plays. They're getting to the ball. And aside from that play before last, they were definitely right on the money.
And that was a bang-bang play. They almost lost 7 on the one they ended up gaining 13. The Wolves are dominating up front. That is a give to the far side. Oh, he breaks the tackle. Nolan Ward had him in the backfield. And it's going to be close. The Wolves are saying they didn't get it, as it doesn't look like he got the mark. That's going to be 4 and out for
Interesting where they give us a
PCN.
spot here. From my point, it didn't look like he got it. And it doesn't look like he does. As the Wolves will take the ball and turn over them down.
So, another great play by the defense.
Great stand there.
Yeah. Even after giving up the 13-yard run, they hold them without a first down, and the Wolves take over on their own 29-yard line. With 7:24 showing on the clock, the Wolves in good shape to really hurt PCN here with another long drive. Laster looking to this close side. He's coming out to the out. Simmons with the catch up the field to the 43-yard line. Make it the 40, let's see where they go, 44-yard line. Another good play by the Wolves, pickup of 15.
Yeah, just getting Lassiter out kind of on the perimeter where he's able to have some space and a window to throw the ball, and a great pass and catch there for first down by our Wolves. You don't see that too often, first down pass play call, but great play calling nonetheless, and we're able to capitalize.
As much as our runners have been dominant, I agree. Very nice mix-up there by Coach McGuire in the play calling. As Braylon Laster going to hand it to Travion. Travion up the gut, and he's going to pick up a good gain, a pickup of 5. That's what you want on first down.
Absolutely, and you have to think a score here will be seismic for the Wolves, taking a 3-touchdown lead here early on. And again, I can't stress it enough, that game from last year is probably still somewhere in the minds of a lot of these Wolves as they are looking to seek redemption, if you will, from last year's game.
Well, they're sure being dominant on their home field. As on the close side, KD lined up along with Drake Estella, and I'm not sure, it was called from the sideline. I'm not sure what he is saying. Again, maybe something with the uniform or something's going on, because they've now pulled 3 Wolves off the field at different times for something. I'm not sure what it is.
Yeah, I'll have to figure out what that.
Maybe it's not having their mouthpiece in place or something.
Could very well be, and safety's obviously first.
Yep. Laster looking to the right side. He's going to rumble, and he's got the fumble.
All sports out there.
PCN gets the fumble.
And that's obviously unfortunate for our Wolves, and that was the one thing that could potentially give this Panthers some life early on in this ball game, is a turnover, as Lassiter just couldn't quite hold on to that one.
So PCN going to take over after the fumble with 6:18 to play here before halftime. Okay, the defense has given up nothing. Let's see what they can do here. Second time starting in Shawnee territory, this time at the 48-yard line for Putnam City North. The give is to the outside. McKee almost with the tackle, but didn't get him down. And there's going to be a flag. Something happened late on the far side. Going to have to hope that it goes the other way.
I believe that one's coming back.
With the body language, it looks like it might be against the Wolves. We'll see. They had tackled him down at the 40-yard line. There is a flag down. Just see how they call it. Because it was 2 guys that were tied up together, not sure what they saw, but they're going to leave it at the 40, offsetting. 2 guys playing some hard football and not giving in to each other.
Absolutely. And
I like that call.
there was definitely a lot to be encouraged by our defense, obviously making plays, but it seems like just about every play, somebody's in the backfield, and that time we weren't able to wrap them up, but we're flying around to the football and making plays early.
Again, dominating on the front lines. They're going to the air, over to the sideline, incomplete. I don't think that we've given up a pass completion on the day. As I look at my stats, I think they're 0 for 4 now. Third down and 2.
Looks like that one's going to be in favor of the Panthers as the Wolves jumped a bit early there.
Gives them a first down. First down of the ball game for Putnam City North, and it comes via penalty.
Looks like another penalty on the Wolves is just a little bit anxious. Again, sometimes when you're flying around, you just a little antsy to get behind the line there.
Yeah, and, the Wolves have been dominant. When you feel like you're dominant, too, you're also even more amped up, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely.
Okay, the give is to the outside, and they're being cut up. The Wolves are getting into the backfield. They're just not able to keep that containment off the cut.
That's one of the drawbacks to the penalties. It somewhat affects you mentally. You wound up. You're playing on adrenaline and your intuition, and get called for a couple penalties, and so now you're kind of having to react there.
So they're down to the 26-yard line. Try to draw them off again. Why not? With 5:23 to go, plenty of time on the play clock. In at quarterback now. They've been moving the quarterback around. Mason Jones. He gives it up the middle, and immediately Mackey was there. And not sure if he got enough for the first down. But that was Cade again. McKee on the tackle. Third down and short. See if we can draw him for a loss. We've been getting that penetration with Jaquan and Logan in the middle. They try it up the middle, and we were there quick. I think Travion was the first one there. But there was also a big body. That's going to be fourth and short. Not sure who. It was probably Nolan Ward along with Travion.
So despite some of those penalties, I mean, the Wolves still find themselves in a familiar four-down situation where we've been very successful this evening.
Yeah, so fourth and short. And we're going to get a timeout. We'll take it. 3:56 to play before halftime. Wolves lead 13-0.
All Safe Security. When you go with us, you're all safe. We solve home and business security needs. We install surround sound and can help with Ethernet wiring. Builder packages available. Keep all safe. Go with All Safe Security. Stewart & Clover Attorneys and Title Company exists to help people. It really is that simple. Whether you have personal or business legal questions or need help navigating land title issues, Stewart & Clover is big enough to solve problems, small enough to care. Call Air Force One today and let comfort take flight. Muirhead family owned, serving all of Shawnee. Homes, businesses, expert service on all brands. Air Force One, where your comfort comes first.
We're back, fourth and short again. The Wolves have one stop of the PCN North Pirates on fourth down already here in the first half. Can they do it again? I'd look for PCN to try something different here and not do something traditional. The Wolves in the backfield, they're not going anywhere, man. Story and Skelton, along with McKee, Matt, and also it looks like first time we get to call his name, it won't be the last, is Kevin Tyner in there.
And so the Panthers try to go with a little misdirection sweep there to no avail. I mean, Riley Story just in the backfield blowing that up, and I believe Skelton was in there on the play to help him out.
Did you say Blake Skelton?
No.
I love it because you need to. You know, I need to work on names. Yeah. Last week, apologies straight out, man. I'm like, but I would have loved it if you'd have said Blake Skelton.
No, I don't know. That might be.
That might be a little stretch.
Yeah.
You don't even know who he is, right?
Not quite.
Well, that's good. I have a lot more names in my head to deal with than you do. All right, Laster is going to give it, and I believe this is Travion again, as he's going to pick up a first down on the ground. fighting off that right side.
You felt like that drive and the drive before that could have potentially swung the game, and Panthers could have potentially capitalized, but obviously they were not, and it's good to see that the Wolves didn't let that mishap stop their momentum as we pick up the first down there on first down.
All the way up to the 42-yard line, 1st and 10. And we're looking to throw it. He gets it to Ramel Slaughter. Ramel up the middle, and he's into PC territory down at the 44-yard line. Marked at the 45.
Lassiter with a nice throw there, and Ramel Slaughter getting involved tonight on the offensive side with a nice catch and run.
His first catch of the season. Won't be his last for the junior. Jay Hunt on the close side along with KD. In the backfield is Travion next to Braylon, and Wilson at the short side. The give is to Travion. There's going to be a flag down in the backfield. This is probably coming back.
Yeah, it looked like one of the receivers jumped a little bit early. We'll see what the officials call here.
Yeah, I was surprised we didn't get the whistle before the start of the snap, honestly. Chop block on the Wolves. That's not good. I believe that'll back us up 15. So another penalty.
I thought that they were going to call the false start there, but when they call the chop block and
backs us up 10 to the 45. So that's going to make it 1st and 20. Clock at 2:44 and counting. This yardage hasn't been a problem really for the Wolves, but they need a big play, and we've got big play McClendon in the backfield. Laster going deep down the middle. He's got two guys down there.
you see the arm there by Lassiter. I mean, he puts it out there and had a couple of Wolves in the area. I believe he was going to Slaughter.
Yeah, it looks like, as a receiver, you got to like that. Good camera work there.
So 2:20 left here in the second half. Panthers will be getting the ball coming out of halftime. So I would like to think that the Wolves want to get some points here before the half, go into halftime with some momentum, build on this 2-touchdown lead.
And we're going to get a timeout. We'll take it with 2:20 to go before halftime. Wolves up 13-0.
Great prices sell cars, and Castrokey Auto Mart truly understands that principle. Straightforward pricing with no gimmicks. Located on the corner of Harrison and Jefferson for over 40 years, shop at the lot or online. Castrokey Auto Mart. They're good people.
Good throw gets Bertram. And that's smashed. Nothing new. Back with it, 2nd and 20 to set the stage. 2:20 before halftime. I'm with you, Chad. I'd really like to see the Wolves get some more points because of how dominant they have played. If you get another score, that's going to show the dominance. 13-0, PCN still in the game.
Absolutely.
Braylon off to the left side. This is where he's really fast, really dangerous. He's going to get it close to a first down. This is 2-down territory for the Wolves, definitely. It is now 3rd down and about 2 at the PCN 37-yard line.
It was a great scamper by Lassiter. Brings it to 3rd and very manageable. I guess it is worth noting. It doesn't look like any time came off the clock there.
2:20.
Nonetheless, the Wolves
We're
in
homers.
striking distance.
No problem.
Distance.
3rd down and a long 2, and the give is coming this way to KD. He does get around the corner, and he's going to get close, if not pick up that first down. He gets across the 35, down to the 32, 33-yard line. That's going to be a first down for the Wolves. Pickup of 4. I like the way this kid strings it out and then picks his hole.
Yeah, he was very patient there. It looked like he was going to be forced out of bounds, but at the last second just cuts it up the field and then fights for 2 or 3 more yards.
All right, 136. McClendon takes the ball. He's got room. McClendon, he is smooth carrying that ball down to the 20-yard line for another Wolves first down.
A great block there on the edge by the Wolves to give him some crease and allow him to get to that second level.
With the rotation, KD we've seen McClendon, and we've seen Travion. These guys all look fresh when they touch the ball.
Absolutely. And one thing I do want to point out is they are without one of their other stellar running backs in Garrett McCarty. He's sidelined right now and hope to get him back soon, but definitely has not been an issue tonight with the 3-headed monster between Lassiter, Palmer,
and again,
and
a player coming off the field. That's got to be a mouthpiece thing. And, I'm happy the referees are holding them to that.
Yeah.
They need to.
I mean, you want to keep the players safe, and it's a part of the uniform, so got to follow it.
Yep. So 1st and 10, it looks like it's marked at the 21. And up the middle, that is KD as he's running like a man. The clock continues to roll. The Wolves with 2 timeouts remaining. Wouldn't be surprised to see him take one. They're going to line up quick. That's going to be close to another first down. Not sure if they're giving it to him. They're not. Second down after the 9-yard pickup on the 11, we'll call it. 24 seconds as Laster breaks a tackle. Laster in for a Shawnee touchdown! A scamper of 11 yards, second touchdown on the night for the quarterback as Laster having a good opening half.
And that was just a player making a play. I mean, he had a lot of room there to work, but finds the window, cuts it back, and makes reservations for 6 in the end zone.
Love it. Gotta love it, man. The line on that right side is proving dominant as we are getting a lot of yardage going that way.
Man, again, we said it at the onset, though. When you have 2, obviously, D1 commits on one side and a host of other linemen there, good things will happen.
The Wolves 19, PCN 0. We'll be back in a moment.
The bees and their keeper can communicate. The beekeeper can hear when they're in distress and helps in turn. This partnership of mutual encouragement is a reflection of the harmony and balance we strive for at St. Gregory's Abbey.
ShawneeCTV would like to thank the following community sponsors in helping make this broadcast possible. Sebastian Homes, specializing in exceptional residential properties. Grand Roofing Company. Give David James or Stephen Johns a call. Jeff Chamblin, Farm Bureau Insurance Agent, enjoys helping people. Marco's Pizza. Order faster. Online. Pine Cliff Printers. Making good impressions for you. Robert Owens, McElroy and Owens Funeral Group. Grab a bite at City Bites. McAllister's Deli. What can we make for you? Schlotzsky's for a mouthful of flavor. Find your flavors at Qdoba Mexican Eats. BB Woodworks Player of the Game, every game. Lucky Day Heating and Air Conditioning. Thank you, Corey Crenshaw and crew. Legendary Tenders, Chicken Express. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. Mentoring with a mission. Uplift Mentoring. When your pet is family, pause to remember.
Well, You know, Coach, the first half has not been perfect by any stretch of the imagination, which actually is even more encouraging.
Absolutely. And just a few self-inflicted penalties and ill-timed mistakes, but overall it's been a great first half of football for our Wolves.
Yeah, the coaches are going to love this because they've got to love what they see between the whistles, and there is so much more that they can get done through these kids. You know, a
Absolutely.
great coachable moment for this week.
Absolutely. I mean, if I'm putting my coach hat on and you go into halftime with the lead of any amount, you're good. You feel good. But then when you can also point out a few things that you want to really harp on or emphasize, that makes you feel good as a coach, knowing that, hey, this is a good spot to be in, but we have some things we can definitely clean up to be even better.
Gotta like it. If you're a Wolves fan, a lot of fun. No better entertainment value than high school sports, and this is just another evidence of it, as the place is packed, as you would think, for Wolves football opener. And this is the one game we've got. And now we go, after this game, we go on the road for 3 weeks, and then we get to come back against a big game against one of the best programs in the state, Booker T. Washington.
Absolutely.
So, in-town community, come on out to Jim Thorpe Stadium. You will enjoy it. And again, the kickoff, I like what they're doing with the kickoff, Coach.
Yeah, behind the special teams there, and great kick there, and pins the Panthers back to the 20. As I would imagine, they're probably going to just kneel it and try to get to the locker room.
Yeah, you couldn't have orchestrated that drive any better. You get the ball with 3:45 remaining before half, and you take it from your own. I believe that we started on our own 30, so you take it 70 yards, and you give them less than 20 seconds to do anything with it.
Absolutely, and again, going into the half up by 3 touchdowns is a great feeling, I would imagine. And you have to think that the Panthers will come out with some kind of fight. They'll have some kind of motivation to have some pride. And so it'll be interesting to see how both teams come out of halftime here as we wind the clock down here before the half.
And they're just going to take the knee and let it roll. So the Wolves with 3 scoring drives in that first half. Really nice to see. The only thing stopping the Wolves in the first half were the Wolves.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And great first half of showing for Shawnee football. It's a great atmosphere here, as you've said, here at Jim Thorpe Stadium, and look for another great half of football.
Yeah, we saw one punt on the opening drive, and that was where, again, we had 2 penalties and a botched snap. And then we had a fumble on one drive that lined up PCN inside of our 50-yard line, so in our territory. But, again, that's the Wolves stopping the Wolves. But on the other side of the ball, the Wolves stopping PCN has been loud.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, there was several possessions where there was multiple defenders in the backfield, and I would say for 90% of those opportunities we were able to make out good, and the Panthers were very stymied.
So 20-minute halftime. We'll be back for the Wolves and the second half kickoff. You're watching Wolves football on ShawneeCTV. Together, we're building community one season at a time.
Bees and their keeper can communicate. The beekeeper can hear when they're in distress and helps in turn. This partnership of mutual encouragement is a reflection of the harmony and balance we strive for at St. Gregory's Abbey.
Gordon Cooper Technology Center has trade classes for all ages. These programs are not just for our high school students, they are for all ages, and you have the opportunity to get further educated within our community and pick up a trade skill today at Gordon Cooper Technology Center.
Kevin Hanna, Frontier Commercial Group, specializes in both commercial and residential real estate. Whether you're looking to secure the perfect commercial space or find your dream home, Kevin's team helps you achieve your real estate goals. Visit Kevin's interactive website to get started today. Downtown Auto Body works for you with your insurance company to reduce your hassles. Downtown Auto Body is on your side to get your vehicle repaired as it should be, back at top condition. Trust Downtown Auto Body, Main Street, Shawnee. At Hardesty Deli, the food is great and the people are even better. A genuinely local atmosphere. The Oliver family has more than 70 years as butchers with Hardesty. If you're in Shawnee, you gotta stop at Hardesty Deli.
Here we are at Elle's Jewelry. Oh my goodness. This is actually a homecoming crown. And does the homecoming queen get to keep the crown? They do. They get to keep the crown. I love that. Thank you guys for shopping at Elle's Jewelry. Yay!
Good throw against Bertram. And that's smashed. Nothing new.
Go time, showtime, get on your feet, it's my time. Go time, showtime, get on your feet.
Hey Mom, I got hurt playing volleyball and you forgot to pack my ibuprofen. You got hurt? That's okay, you just need some ibuprofen. Go to Eric's Pharmacy around the corner. They should have some.
Get on your feet. Get on your feet. It's my time. Go time. Showtime. Get on your feet.
Fred's Tire and Battery is locally legendary, known for their friendly family welcomes and just as friendly exits. Fred's can service your vehicle needs. Make Fred's Tire and Battery your first stop when your vehicle needs service.
So we are excited to finally be open. We have an on-site x-ray. We have a lab. We do sports physicals, DOT physicals. We can treat seasonal allergies as well as if you need any blood drawn.
You can treat a little bit of everything right here at this location, First Med off of Kickapoo. We'll see you soon.
All Safe Security. When you go with us, you're all safe. We solve home and business security needs. We install surround sound and can help with Ethernet wiring. Builder packages available. Keep all safe. Go with All Safe Security.
In today's world, fast and reliable internet isn't a luxury. CVEC Fiber is connecting our community with 100% fiber optic internet. From ultra-smooth gaming to crystal clear video calls, you'll never miss a moment. Visit CVECfiber.com to sign up.
Stewart & Clover Attorneys and Title Company exists to help people. It really is that simple. Whether you have personal or business legal questions or need help navigating land title issues, Stewart & Clover is big enough to solve problems, small enough to care. Great prices sell cars, and Castrokey Auto Mart truly understands that principle. Straightforward pricing with no gimmicks. Located on the corner of Harrison and Jefferson for over 40 years, shop at the lot or online. Castrokey Auto Mart. They're good people. Gear up your family with unique request one-off orders at Bleacher Season online store. That's right, little brother, dad, and mom with clothes and gear unique to your family. A bunch of cool gear to order. Bleacher Season makes your idea a reality. Gear up for the games at BleacherSeason.com. ShawneeCTV would like to thank the following community sponsors in helping make this broadcast possible. Sebastian Homes, specializing in exceptional residential properties. Grand Roofing Company. Give David James or Stephen Johns a call. Jeff Chamblin, Farm Bureau Insurance Agent, enjoys helping people. Marco's Pizza. Order faster online. Pine Cliff Printers, making good impressions for you. Robert Owens, McElroy and Owens Funeral Group. Grab a bite at City Bites. McAllister's Deli. What can we make for you? Schlotzsky's for a mouthful of flavor. Find your flavors at Qdoba Mexican Eats. BB Woodworks Player of the Game, every game. Lucky Day Heating and Air Conditioning. Thank you, Corey Crenshaw and crew. Legendary Tenders, Chicken Express. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. Mentoring with a mission. Uplift Mentoring. When your pet is family, pause to remember.
Gordon Cooper Technology Center has trade classes for all ages. These programs are not just for our high school students, they are for all ages, and you have the opportunity to get further educated within our community and pick up a trade skill today at Gordon Cooper Technology Center.
Kevin Hanna, Frontier Commercial Group, specializes in both commercial and residential real estate. Whether you're looking to secure the perfect commercial space or find your dream home, Kevin's team helps you achieve your real estate goals. Visit Kevin's interactive website to get started today.
The bees and their keeper can communicate. The beekeeper can hear when they're in distress and helps in turn. This partnership of mutual encouragement is a reflection of the harmony and balance we strive for at St. Gregory's Abbey.
Gordon Cooper Technology Center has trade classes for all ages. These programs are not just for our high school students, they are for all ages, and you have the opportunity to get further educated within our community and pick up a trade skill today at Gordon Cooper Technology Center.
Kevin Hanna, Frontier Commercial Group, specializes in both commercial and residential real estate. Whether you're looking to secure the perfect commercial space or find your dream home, Kevin's team helps you achieve your real estate goals. Visit Kevin's interactive website to get started today. Downtown Auto Body works for you with your insurance company to reduce your hassles. Downtown Auto Body is on your side to get your vehicle repaired as it should be, back at top condition. Trust Downtown Auto Body, Main Street, Shawnee. At Hardesty Deli, the food is great and the people are even better. A genuinely local atmosphere. The Oliver family has more than 70 years as butchers with Hardesty. If you're in Shawnee, you gotta stop at Hardesty Deli.
Here we are at Elle's Jewelry. Oh my goodness. This is actually a homecoming crown. And does the homecoming queen get to keep the crown? They do. They get to keep the crown. I love that. Thank you guys for shopping at Elle's Jewelry. Yay!
Good throw gets Bertram. And that's smashed. Nothing new.
Go time, show time. Get on your feet. It's my time. Go time, show time. Get on your feet.
Hey Mom, I got hurt playing volleyball and you forgot to pack my ibuprofen. You got hurt? That's okay, you just need some ibuprofen. Go to Eric's Pharmacy around the corner. They should have some.
Fred's Tire and Battery is locally legendary. Known for their friendly family welcomes and just as friendly exits, Fred's can service your vehicle needs. Make Fred's Tire and Battery your first stop when your vehicle needs service.
So we are excited to finally be open. We have an on-site x-ray, we have a lab, we do sports physicals, DOT physicals, we can treat seasonal allergies as well as if you need any blood drawn.
You can treat a little bit of everything right here at this location, First Med off of Kickapoo. We'll see you soon.
All Safe Security. When you go with us, you're all safe. We solve home and business security needs. We install surround sound and can help with Ethernet wiring. Builder packages available. Keep all safe. Go with All Safe Security.
In today's world, Fast and reliable internet isn't a luxury. CVEC Fiber is connecting our community with 100% fiber optic internet. From ultra-smooth gaming to crystal clear video calls, you'll never miss a moment. Visit cvecfiber.com to sign up.
Stewart & Clover Attorneys and Title Company exists to help people. It really is that simple. Whether you have personal or business legal questions or need help navigating land title issues, Stewart & Clover is big enough to solve problems, small enough to care. Great prices sell cars, and Castrokey Auto Mart truly understands that principle. Straightforward pricing with no gimmicks. Located on the corner of Harrison and Jefferson for over 40 years, shop at the lot or online. Castrokey Auto Mart. They're good people. Gear up your family with unique request one-off orders at Bleacher Season online store. That's right, little brother, dad, and mom with clothes and gear unique to your family. A bunch of cool gear to order. Bleacher Season makes your idea a reality. Gear up for the games at bleacherseason.com. ShawneeCTV would like to thank the following community sponsors in helping make this broadcast possible. Sebastian Homes, specializing in exceptional residential properties. Grand Roofing Company. Give David James or Stephen Johns a call. Jeff Chamblin, Farm Bureau Insurance Agent, enjoys helping people. Marco's Pizza. Order faster. Online. Pine Cliff Printers, making good impressions for you. Robert Owens, McElroy and Owens Funeral Group. Grab a bite at City Bites. McAllister's Deli. What can we make for you? Schlotzsky's for a mouthful of flavor. Find your flavors at Qdoba Mexican Eats. BB Woodworks Player of the Game, every game. Lucky Day Heating and Air Conditioning. Thank you, Corey Crenshaw and crew. Legendary Tenders, Chicken Express. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. Mentoring with a mission. Uplift Mentoring. When your pet is family, pause to remember.
The bees and their keeper can communicate. The beekeeper can hear when they're in distress and helps in turn. This partnership of mutual encouragement is a reflection of the harmony and balance we strive for at St. Gregory's Abbey.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field your very own Pride of the Pack marching band. The Shawnee Pride of the Pack is under the direction of Joseph Craven, Desiree Whiteman, and Aaron Keene, with additional direction from Hayden Drummond, Kendall Farmer, Devin Irwin Acker, and William Weldon. The band is led by drum majors Kylie Sarton, Alyssa Tomlin, and Darius Irving. Their 2025 competitive show is titled The Making of Medusa. Drum majors, Kylie Sarton and Alyssa Tomlin. Is your band ready? The Pride of the Pack is proud to present their 2025 marching show, The Making of Medusa. I don't know what Stumpers, Finley Hayes, J. Roger Henson, Community Renewal and Everyday Dance, the OPU Division of Music, the Toolbox and Bikes on Bell, Lowe's.
Gordon Cooper Technology Center has trade classes for all ages. These programs are not just for our high school students, they are for all ages, and you have the opportunity to get further educated within our community and pick up a trade skill today at Gordon Cooper Technology Center.
Kevin Hanna, Frontier Commercial Group, specializes in both commercial and residential real estate. Whether you're looking to secure the perfect commercial space or find your dream home, Kevin's team helps you achieve your real estate goals. Visit Kevin's interactive website to get started today. Downtown Auto Body works for you with your insurance company to reduce your hassles. Downtown Auto Body is on your side to get your vehicle repaired as it should be, back at top condition. Trust Downtown Auto Body, Main Street, Shawnee.
Here we are at L's Jewelry. Oh my goodness. This is actually a homecoming crown. And does the homecoming queen get to keep the crown? They do. They get to keep the crown. I love that. Thank you guys for shopping at L's Jewelry. Yay!
At Hardesty Deli, the food is great and the people are even better. A genuinely local atmosphere. The Oliver family has more than 70 years as butchers with Hardesty. If you're in Shawnee, you gotta stop at Hardesty Deli.
Good throw gets Bertram. And that's smashed. Nothing new.
Downtown Auto Body works for you with your insurance company to reduce your hassles. Downtown Auto Body is on your side to get your vehicle repaired as it should be, back at top condition. Trust Downtown Auto Body, Main Street, Shawnee.
Here we are at L's Jewelry. Oh my goodness. This is actually a homecoming crown. And does the homecoming queen get to keep the crown? They do. They get to keep the crown. I love that. Thank you guys for shopping at L's Jewelry. Yay!
At Hardesty Deli, the food is great and the people are even better. A genuinely local atmosphere. The Oliver family has more than 70 years as butchers with Hardesty. If you're in Shawnee, you gotta stop at Hardesty Deli.
Good throw gets Bertram. And that's smashed. Nothing new. The Hall of Fame, did we record that or have anything on it? Okay. Would we have been recording?
We would have been recording the background from replay stuff. Yeah.
Can you look to see if we have that? Gary was put in.
Okay. Yeah, I had no idea.
Me neither. It's like,
At Hardesty Deli, the food is great and the people are even better. A genuinely local atmosphere. The Oliver family has more than 70 years as butchers with Hardesty. If you're in Shawnee, you gotta stop at Hardesty Deli.
good throw gets Bertram. And that's smashed. Nothing new. We are back at Shawnee's Jim Thorpe Stadium on a beautiful night for football. I'm privileged to have Chad Johnson with me. Coach Chad Johnson, first half thoughts, bro?
I'm really encouraged. I mean, a lot of playmakers, a lot of opportunities that we can really hone in on here in the second half. I thought Braylon Lassiter, accompanied by Dayton McClendon and Katie Palmer and Travion Barber, really set the tone for the night. And, of course, that doesn't happen with a great offensive line, but a lot to be encouraged by, and I would like to think that we can definitely build off that here in the second half.
Yeah, 3 touchdown drives in that first half. We got a 34-yard scamper early on in the quarter, and that, of course, was McClendon, I believe. I think we're going to call him Big Play McClendon, as he comes in and, he's got that presence in the room. It's the quiet strength. He stands about 5'7", maybe 5'8", but his eyes are like the eyes of a giant.
Yeah,
I mean, he can see the field.
He absolutely has the great vision that you would love to see in a running back, and just very dynamic. And then you add in Lassiter with Palmer and Barber to round out that backfield. It makes for a very, very, very formidable backfield.
In talking about Lassiter, he got the other 2 touchdowns on a 1-yard scamper and on an 11-yard scamper. It's great to see the quarterback having early success.
Absolutely. You made mention of him playing all around the football. I know he's a cornerback and returns punts and kicks, and he really showed what he's capable of there in the backfield, just not only making plays with his arm and his legs, but just commanding the offense and controlling the game. And I definitely think we'll be calling his name quite a few times this year.
Yeah, it's an exciting time for Shawnee High School football, as if this first half is any indication, Shawnee fans, we are back. And the kick is going to go short to the 22-yard line, fielded there, and we got to bring him down. He gets up to about the 33-yard line. Not bad coverage on that one, Coach.
Nope, and definitely looks like the defense is ready to go, and it'll be interesting to see where we pick up from where we left off in the first half. As you mentioned, didn't really look like the Panthers were able to get much going. So it'll be interesting to see how they come out of halftime looking to regroup here.
Well, and it all starts in the middle with big Logan Skelton. Talk a little bit about him, how we have dominated up front.
Absolutely. Just getting some pressure there in the backfield, opening up some holes for those linebackers to fly through there and make plays, but definitely starts there in the trenches.
All right, 1st and 10. They're going to go underneath. They've seen something they've liked with the coverage, and they're going to get into Shawnee territory with 2nd down.
I don't know if that's the first, maybe the second completed pass there by the Panthers, and open up the half with a nice pass there, getting the ball up to midfield.
Agreed. He put it on him quick. And they took the defensive pressure long, and that opened that underneath. They saw something at halftime, and they took advantage of it. Around the right side, Quarterback's going to go down, and they're going to throw a flag on the slide. Penalty on the Wolves, that's going to add 15.
So you have to wonder if there was one thing that could possibly slow down the Wolves, it may be just a break in the action of halftime. And so interesting to see how they come out here in the second half as they look to be called for a late hit there. And those plays are always tough to see. I mean, quarterback obviously slides, gives himself up, and to no fault of his effort, the Wolf there just gets there and hits him a little too late.
So the penalty adds 15, and that's going to be overthrown, second down. It's 2nd and 10 from the 30.
So you can see again the Panthers are looking to air it out. Third pass here on the drive early here in the second half. And I guess if you're down 3 touchdowns, you got to try to make up some ground relatively quickly, and so they look to go the air here.
So the incomplete pass. 2nd and 10, trying to draw the Wolves off. Like to see that discipline. That worked a couple of times. Now, the Wolves' defense has been stout. That was the first down that they gave up legitimately on the opening pass play. And he gets out, and he gets a little bit of movement. Travion Barber ends up with the football.
The Wolves say they have it.
They did have it. On the way down, the referee behind them wouldn't have seen that. I'm surprised that somebody, as we watch this, you're going to see Travion take well, we might not with this angle. But Travion right here takes the football. His knee was down. So 3rd down and 5 from the 25-yard line of the Wolves. I thought it was 2nd down. It's 3rd. Incomplete pass. They're going deep. Laster with good coverage,
Great
man.
coverage there.
Wow.
One-on-one on the outside, and doesn't give the receiver much room to work with as the ball sails out of bounds.
I don't know why they're testing that side. Look
No.
at that coverage. I mean, he is in the number. Wonderful coverage there by Braylon Laster. And, you know, Coach, that's his home position is cornerback. Not quarterback, but cornerback.
I think you could probably put him anywhere on the field, and Braylon Laster is going to find a way to make a play. But great to see that right there on the one-on-one coverage as he stops the long pass.
4th and 5. The Wolves have stopped him twice on 4th down. There was a whistle before the snap, and that's a timeout by the referees. Not sure. Maybe they're taking a player on PCN off the field this time?
Yeah,
for the mouthpiece? We're guessing that it's mouthpiece. I should have checked at halftime, but
I wonder if that's a new point of emphasis. I know year in, year out, there's always a few point of emphasis that officials are looking for, especially early in the season. I know that is the case in basketball. I'm sure that's the same case here in football. So I'd imagine that's what they were
you
for.
And the same player, I think the same player now is jumping back in. I think he jumped back in. We'd have to check that, but that's interesting. Okay. Coming quick is Travion. 4th down, and Travion Barber. Mackey was there as well, but that was all Travion Barber as he comes on the blitz, and there's going to be a late flag thrown, and that's going to be, well after the play, post-possession. But it's going to be 1st and 10 from the Wolves. It's either going to be at the 40 or they're going to back themselves up. It's going to go one way, 15 yards, Coach, I think.
Travion Barber just coming off the edge there with a nice, well-called blitz there. Gets in the backfield and
totally after the play. Here's the call. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Wolves. And they just have to be able to control themselves. They're 19, could be 35 tonight without the penalties, but penalties like that are what determine even a okay team from a good team.
Absolutely. You always, not to cut you off there, Daniel,
No,
you always
please.
hear about the discipline, and it may or may not make much of a difference tonight, but at some point those penalties could be the deciding factor with between winning and losing.
Yeah, in the first 2 minutes, they've given up 30 yards of penalties. The Wolves coming out in the second quarter. Or in the second half, I'm sorry. So that moved the Wolves back to 1st and 10 from their own 33, it looks like. Now it's 2nd and 9. Actually, it's the 23, not the 33. They lost 20 yards on that. So, 2nd and 9 from the 24. And here comes KD, it looks like. Palmer just driving all the way through the 34-yard line. They get him down at the 34. That's a 1st and 10 for the Wolves.
And I've been holding off on making this observation, but between the 3 running backs, you kind of have a little bit of a mixture of all of them. I think that Palmer's kind of more of just a physical downhill runner, and then you've got McClendon, who's just a dynamic speed burst, and Barber's kind of a little bit of both.
Yep, and the keep is coming this way. Laster busts it up, and he's going to pick up 5. Goes from the 34 to the 39. Another good run by the quarterback.
And with a 3-touchdown lead, I'd venture to say that, especially here in the second half, that an emphasis is definitely going to be keeping the ball on the ground. Obviously, it's been working, but you don't want to leave much to chance and maybe put the ball in the air more than you have to for the Wolves, as they've had some success here on the ground early.
The give to Travion, and he's going to bust it up to another 1st down as it's become methodical.
Yeah, and again, just following his blockers, that right side there, doing a great job of keying on their blocks and picking up the 1st down there for the Wolves.
So 1st and 10 from the 45. Setting his blocks. And the keeper by Lassiter, he's going to go down for a loss of 2. Makes it 2nd down. Back at the Shawnee 43-yard line. That one just strung out by PCN. Yeah, they had four over there to our 1 blocker. Not a lot of holes for Lassiter to pick from. 2nd and 12. And the give up the middle, that's McClendon. McClendon breaking to the outside, and I believe he gets into Putnam City territory. We'll see where they mark it, right at the 50. So McClendon with a pickup of 7. And that will bring up 3rd down and 5.
Third and very manageable. Found themselves in this spot countless times tonight.
And the pass is going deep. They're looking for Ramel Slaughter. Ramel gets over to it and just unable to make the adjustment as that one thrown to the inside. But that was where his receiver was going to be the one to get it.
Just couldn't connect that one, but again, you see the arm there of Lassiter, and Slaughter maybe a step 2 away from making a play there, as the Wolves will look to do something they haven't done tonight and punt the football away. Maybe I'll take that back. I guess we punt one time early there in the first quarter, so we'll see Talioni come on.
Tal with a good punt in the first, and this our first possession of the second, so ditto. McClendon's the short guy. Tyner is the chaser on the outside. And Tal with a pretty good punt. Gets it inside the 30, where that's downed by Story. So PCN going to take over at their own 29-yard line. With 6:50 on the clock.
Still a great crowd here at Jim Thorpe Stadium as we open up the 2025 season.
Looking to pass it again. He's gotten that's a good pass. As Simmons is going to save the touchdown. As the scamper, I think, pulled the cornerback a little bit, and he was really close to the line of scrimmage. When he made that pass, it was a good play by the quarterback as he nailed him on the run. You'll see it here as Mason Jones, right here, the cornerback, I think, pulled a little bit back, and that's actually a linebacker trying to stay. It's Travion Barber, so he probably could, but that was just a good play. They go to the outside. Shawnee players there. They don't get the tackle. PCN scores. Touchdown. With 6:31 to play, a 15-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah, so great throw there by the quarterback, stepping up in the pocket, setting up that touchdown here on this last play and giving the Panthers some life.
Yep. I believe that was Terry Wilson, the senior running back, on both of those plays, and his athletic ability was on display there. 6:31 to play. Wolves 19, PCN 7.
Go time, show time, get on your feet. It's my time. Go time, show time, get on your feet.
Hey Mom, I got hurt playing volleyball and you forgot to pack my ibuprofen. You got hurt? That's okay, you just need some ibuprofen. Go to Eric's Pharmacy around the corner. They should have some.
Fred's Tire and Battery is locally legendary. Known for their friendly family welcomes and just as friendly exits, Fred's can service your vehicle needs. Make Fred's Tire and Battery your first stop when your vehicle needs service.
The Wolves set to return the kickoff as Putnam City North makes them pay. Putnam City has come out. They found some things at halftime that they like, Coach.
Yeah, again, they came out early in that first drive and threw the ball in the air, and again, this second drive here, which they scored on, were able to find a hole there in the defense that set up the touchdown there.
What it looks like is they're sending receivers long, which is clearing out the flat for them, and they're hitting that backup slot guy coming in behind the play. Surely you know that the Shawnee coaches will make that adjustment.
Absolutely.
I mean, a great defensive staff, and it showed in the first. They'll make the adjustment. Wilson, no, I'm sorry, that's not Wilson. That's Drake, as he's going to be taken down by the shoulder pads at the 25. It looked like that could have been a face mask, but the referee with a much better angle than we have, so he probably was just a hand on the shoulder pads. 6:25 to play here in the second, as the Wolves, 1st and 10, got to settle in here. How about a long drive?
Yeah, and that was one thing I was kind of monitoring is that at this point you're obviously playing against the Panthers, but you're also playing against and with the clock. Obviously having 2-score lead here, you want to try to use that clock as much as you can to your advantage.
Laster going to go over the middle, and he's got it. That KD Parker with another fantastic catch. You like to see that, delivered well by Laster.
Great ball there, and even better catch. Palmer just goes up there and makes a play on it. Kind of a 50-50 ball, and he was able to win that matchup there.
That's looking good. And PCN's player helped off the field. He went to his own power once he got over there, so we hope everything's okay for him. But how about KD Parker? He is showing his stuff.
He's a very versatile athlete. I mean, you can obviously seen him in the backfield, seen him taking snaps at the Wildcat kind of look, and there he gets out and makes a play as a receiver.
1st and 10, the give to Parker as he cuts up the middle, and he rocks home another first down as he pushes forward to inside the 48-yard line, or the 43-yard line. We'll call it the 43, and I believe they're going to move the chains.
Again, some explosive plays here after the score by the Panthers, by the Wolves, and you like to see that bounce back after a score as the Wolves are now in Panther territory.
Again, the Wolves having time in the backfield to make these plays work. You like to see that from the front line. Chuffy Waldron on this close tackle spot. Edwards with Braylon with all.
Oh, I thought he was going to get it.
Just out of reach. Braylon with all day to throw.
He had a lot of time there, and maybe a step or two more, and that would have been a touchdown there by Slaughter. Got behind the defense, just couldn't quite catch up to the pass. But love to see those shot plays and keeping the defense honest.
Yes. 5:18 on the clock. 2nd down and 10. You'd expect them to come back with a run here. Laster off that right side, and another fumble, and PCN ends up with it. 2nd fumble of the ball game by the Wolves, again stopping themselves here at the 31-yard line of North.
Just a little bit liberal with his handle on the run. It was a great run there, got to the 2nd level and just couldn't quite hold on to it, so the ball will go back over to the Panthers.
It was a great run. I agree. Got to be able to control that, though, Coach. Got to be able to control that. This is where, okay, defense, were we able to make the adjustments? Because they have moved the ball the last couple of times that they've started their drives. They're going down that right side, just out of reach.
That was a very, very fortunate play for the Wolves there. It looks like the receiver there had a step, and fortunately, they weren't able to connect. But again, you see it. I mean, the Panthers have now come out and opened up the playbook a little bit by putting the ball in the air more and spreading the defense out, like you made the point, to try to either draw out some of those defenders and open up some lanes, or really keep the defenders all honest in the defensive back.
Unable to get off the blocks there, and Nolan Ward going to get the tackle after an 11-yard play up to the 41-yard line.
Great open field tackle there by Ward. Potentially saving chunk play there, and still was a first down for the Panthers.
1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. 2nd down. So, the the kids come in after a successful first half. A lot of them going two ways. Do we talk about maybe being winded here coming out, or maybe just lost a little bit of focus at halftime, or nope, we're just in the flow of the ball game. There's no need to even be concerned?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's probably several things you could point to. I mean, I'm going to go and just give some credit to the Panthers for showing some fight here, and they've obviously made some necessary adjustments and shown some different looks, but I still think the Wolves will be in a good spot here.
What I've noticed is a little bit more mobility by the quarterback as well, being elusive with that rush. Good delivery there to the sideline for another first down.
Yeah, I mean, when you have several guys, Skelton, Evans, and McKee in the backfield every other play, it'd be wise coaching to try to move your quarterback around and get him outside the pocket a little bit to give him some breathing room.
And that quarterback is a senior, Mason Jones, 6 foot, 185, and he's been handling his offense nicely here in the second half. There it is again, as the Wolves end up bringing him down at the 46-yard line. I'm sorry, at the 41-yard line, pickup of 5 from the 46. Second down and 5. 42, second down and a long 5.
Jones there just kind of making something happen. Looked like he was dropping back to pass, didn't have anything, so he pulled it down and picks up a few yards there.
Nice delivery. Quarterback is going to add another 15 yards on the end of it as the quarterback goes down late. And again, that's the third 15-yard penalty of the half against the Wolves.
So again, penalties are starting to add up for our Wolves here, and I do know that win or lose, it'll be something you can talk to or speak to as a coach, is just understanding, hey, we can't necessarily afford to have self-inflicted wounds.
So the play took it down to the 35 on the pass play, and we're going to get a timeout. You're watching Wolves football. Wolves up 19-7, PCM driving.
We are excited to finally be open. We have an on-site x-ray. We have a lab. We do sports physicals, DOT physicals. We can treat seasonal allergies as well as if you need any blood drawn.
You can treat a little bit of everything right here at this location, First Med off of Kickapoo. We'll see you soon.
ShawneeCTV would like to thank the following community sponsors in helping make this broadcast possible. Sebastian Homes, specializing in exceptional residential properties. Grand Roofing Company. Give David James or Stephen Johns a call. Jeff Chamblin, Farm Bureau Insurance Agent, enjoys helping people. Marco's Pizza. Order faster. Online. Pine Cliff Printers. Making good impressions for you. Robert Owens, McElroy and Owens Funeral Group. Grab a bite at City Bites. McAllister's Deli. What can we make for you? Schlotzsky's for a mouthful of flavor. Find your flavor.
1st and 10 as a flag on the play. As Jones goes down early. See what the call is. Logan seems to believe it's going to be on Putnam City. Move him back.
Looks like that's the case.
That's the second sideline warning, so it's going to move them back from the end of the play another 10 yards, I believe, back to the 44. So the loss on the play was substantial from the 24, or maybe what do you think, Coach? Did it go from the 24 back to the 36?
15-yard penalty.
Okay. So
obviously is
back to the 45.
beneficial for the Wolves.
Yeah. After the sack, or they're going to pick up 7 up to the 37-yard line, 38-yard line.
A little screen pass there to the left side by the Panthers. I thought that timeout that was called just a few plays ago by the Wolves was a great timeout just to settle your guys back in. You can definitely sense that the momentum is with the Panthers, and so you're probably thinking, hey, let's just settle back down, do what we've done, continue to stick to our keys and get out of this drive with a stop.
Yep, 3rd down and long from the Wolves' 38-yard line. The Wolves come up on their coverage. Tyner and KD tight on this close side. They're going over the middle, and the Wolves there, Travion and Smith on great coverage.
Great coverage there on a slant route.
Just sandwiched the runner.
I can tell you this much, Daniel. Those routes there is probably why I'm more of a basketball guy than a football guy. that was not a route I like to run.
Yeah, those are two tough kids also on the defensive side.
Absolutely.
4th down from the 39-yard line after the incompletion.
Looks like the offense is going to stay on the field for the Panthers, so we'll see what they draw up here to try to convert this 1st down.
Coming to the close side, picked off by Jaden Smith. Jaden on the run back, up to the 40. There's a flag down.
Couple of flags thrown there.
Again, the Wolves are going to lose 20. They're going to lose 35 yards. It's going to be better than a punt because of the penalty.
Great play there by Smith. Sat in his zone coverage and made a play on the ball when they needed it on 4th down. So,
yep, great play there. And then a bad block, and it's coming back. I hope not. I hope I'm wrong. That happened at the 25. The play ended up at the 41. So that's the first 15, possibly losing 30 yards. Hope not. I hope they're discussing, saying, no, the helmet was on the right side. It was a good hit.
I don't know what they're discussing, and it looked as if there was a return penalty. So I don't.
So I'm not sure what that. Oh, so there's 2 penalties against the Wolves. I don't know what this means, Coach. I'm not sure what this one means. But then there was an unsportsmanlike conduct against the Wolves.
So you don't love that.
No, you don't like it at all. I mean, knock the ball down. Just knock it down and don't even intercept it. You're back at your 45-yard line. Intercept it and return it back 30 yards. You're back at the 45-yard line. Make a very negatively thought out or no thinking play, and you just cost your team 40 yards.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
You can't do that.
Kind of been one of the stories here tonight for the Wolves, and fortunately we've had some room to work with where they haven't been too costly, but now we're kind of pinned back
at our 5-yard line.
5-yard line up against our end zone. So
yep, good interception by Jaden.
Absolutely.
That's what you want to do when playing football, that's for sure. Shawnee at their own 5 after the penalty. It's a 40-yard loss. Do I sound upset?
Well, I mean, beyond that, now if you don't end up converting here, which obviously we hope they do, but now that takes what would have been
good
favorable field position to now, if you're having to punt, giving them probably favorable field position heading into this home stretch of the third quarter.
All right, that's going to be a screen pass out to the side, and it's busted up immediately.
They were ready for that one, to say the least, and snuffed that one out. So
that takes us back to the 4. So it looks like we started at the 8 is what it looks like. We're back at the 4.
So again, now you're virtually backed up against your own end zone, and you have to think, hey, let's just try to mitigate some of this damage here. And
going to be a timeout called as the Wolves call it. We'll take a break. 26 seconds to go in the third. Wolves backed up. We'll be back.
All Safe Security. When you go with us, you're all safe. We solve home and business security needs. We install surround sound and can help with Ethernet wiring. Builder packages available. Keep all safe. Go with All Safe Security.
The bees and their keeper can communicate. The beekeeper can hear when they're in distress and helps in turn. This partnership of mutual encouragement is a reflection of the harmony and balance we strive for at St. Gregory's Abbey.
Gear up your family with unique request one-off orders at Bleacher Season online store. That's right, little brother, dad, and mom with clothes and gear unique to your family. A bunch of cool gear to order. Bleacher Season makes your idea a reality. Gear up for the games at bleacherseason.com.
We're back. It's 3rd down and 15 from the Wolves inside their own 5-yard line. As Braylon Laster calls for it, he's going to take it over the left side. Braylon going to make something happen, and he's going to get up far enough for a first down. That's nice to have an athlete like that.
That's a great play there by Lassiter, making something happen as the Wolves were pinned inside their own 5, and he gets it out close to the 20 there. It looked like they
went the opposite way.
Yeah.
PCN might be loading up that right side now. They went to the left, and Braylon had space. That's the end of the quarter. Going to the 4th, Wolves 19, Putnam City North 7.
We are excited to finally be open. We have an on-site x-ray. We have a lab. We do sports physicals, DOT physicals. We can treat seasonal allergies as well as if you need any blood drawn.
You can treat a little bit of everything right here at this location, First Med off of Kickapoo. We'll see you soon.
Call Air Force One today and let comfort take flight. Muirhead family owned, serving all of Shawnee. Homes, businesses, expert service on all brands. Air Force One, where your comfort comes first.
In today's world, fast and reliable internet isn't a luxury. CVEC Fiber is connecting our community with 100% fiber optic internet. From ultra-smooth gaming to crystal-clear video calls, you'll never miss a moment. Visit CVECfiber.com to sign up.
Great prices sell cars, and Castrokey Auto Mart truly understands that principle. Straightforward pricing with no gimmicks. Located on the corner of Harrison and Jefferson for over 40 years, shop at the lot or online. Castrokey Auto Mart. They're good people. Stewart & Clover Attorneys and Title Company exists to help people. It really is that simple. Whether you have personal or business legal questions or need help navigating land title issues, Stewart & Clover is big enough to solve problems, small enough to care.
After a great run by Braylon Laster. The Wolves have new life. They're coming out 1st and 10 from their own 19. There's McClendon going up the sideline. He's going to be knocked out of bounds. Tough kid. Big play, McClendon, as he picks up another Wolves first down out to the 31-yard line.
Yeah, and that was a great run there, just attacking that right side, getting up the field. And, you know, we talked off the air there in the break about the penalties. You would love to see the Wolves this quarter finish the game out pretty cleanly.
Mm-hmm. That would be good to see. I agree, my man. That's the center that's coming out. That's another thing. I mean, that's just mental toughness. You've got to know what they're calling there, and you've got to be able to bring it. Take care of that. That's going to go KD around the left side. KD going to be a flag down as he picks up 15 on the run, but something happened. We'll see which way it goes.
Yeah, it looks like that flag was thrown there in the backfield on the sweep. So we'll see what they call, as there's another penalty flag thrown here late after the play's blown dead.
So they'd gotten it up to the 44-yard line, holding. And unsportsmanlike conduct. You got to be able to watch your mouth. That's something being said that is heard. And, again, we would be sitting on the 44-yard line. We had a penalty for holding that's going to take us back to the 34. And then a penalty that I think we're going to end up at the 19-yard line.
Yeah, and you obviously don't like to see penalties of any magnitude. But you have to wonder, I mean, how much of this is a teaching moment just from being in a game setting. And in practice, obviously, you don't get these kind of calls. And scrimmages, you may not get these kind of calls. And so sometimes the only real opportunity for you to learn from this, albeit you don't want to, is in these moments.
So we went back from the 44 is where the play would have ended. We went back to the 12. And I know you don't do it from where the play had ended, but that's going to be Lassiter trying to get it up the middle, and you give the other team momentum. No doubt about it. Take wind out of your own sails, out of the crowd sails.
Yeah, and I mean, again, just coming out of half, the Wolves haven't really been able to find much of a rhythm. And, again, credit to the Panthers for staying in this one and showing some fight. They could have easily laid down and quit, but they have not. So,
second and a long way. Laster going to call for it. He gets rid of it.
Looked like they tried to set up a screen there, and Lassiter didn't have much time to get that one off, and he throws it at his receiver's feet.
So the incomplete pass, and Shawnee third, and a very long way. You got to get up to the 41. They're sitting at the 14.
Last time it was Lassiter that made a play in third and long, and so we'll see what happens here.
They get rid of it down the middle of the field. There's KD, and just overthrown. He got it out there. He threw that ball about, almost 60 yards.
Yeah, he
unloaded it.
He's gotten a few of them out there and haven't been able to quite connect on a deep ball there. So they'll bring the punt team on as Talione comes on again.
And so now I hate to, beat a dead horse, but that drive should have started at our own 45-yard line, and it started at our 8. And then we were back to our 45-yard line. No, we were thrown back to the 12.
Absolutely. And again, you don't want to ever cost yourself opportunities, but the positive, I guess, is that these are things that you can correct. These are things you can talk about. These are things you can emphasize. And I would like to think these are problems that you would prefer to have maybe than not being able to do some things schematically.
And another penalty. And you're putting your sophomore punter in a very precarious situation now because, even the energy on the sideline has to be kind of precarious right now, and he's got to go out there and make a play. He gets it off, gets a good roll. Very good. Very good for the punter.
Great punt there. Way to flip the field.
Talione with a huge punt. That ends up netting from his own 9. He makes it to the 41, so that ends up netting 47 yards. They're at their 46. Great job by Tal.
So now, again, the defense is going to be called upon to hold the Panthers.
Did you feel my sneeze coming? That was quick. I didn't want everybody to have to take that. Wow. 1st and 10 for PCN from their own 46-yard line. Complete.
Great pass and catch there by the Panthers. And again, they were putting the ball in the air, and you can definitely see that there's some strategy and intentionality behind what they're trying to accomplish right now as they've sent a receiver down the field, taking away the cornerback, and finding somebody underneath.
So 2nd and 3, they give it up the middle. And Story going to get the tackle, but not until a first down picked up to the Shawnee 40-yard line. Coming out to the wing. Ward out there, unable to bring him down. He gets some help with Story and Jay Hunt. So it's going to be a short pickup to the 39 on the pass. Going down the sideline, going to be a play. Penalty on the Wolves.
Like Lassiter just grabbed this receiver there and didn't let go, and so they'll get him for a pass interference.
It's gotten messy in the second half.
So again, penalties just mounting up for the Wolves, and it'll be interesting to see if the Panthers can capitalize. Although our defense has been very, very solid, albeit a drive or two, they have withstood the test thus far.
Yep, down to the 25-yard line on the penalty, inside the 25 to the 24. So this started at the Putnam City North 46-yard line. That penalty hurts, gives them an automatic first down. And PCN moving. They come back over the middle. .9:11 on the clock. Up the middle as Jordan slides. Gets enough for a first down.
And the Wolves are bringing the pressure there on the outside. I think that was Slaughter that came off the edge, and quarterback just pulls it down and takes it up the middle for a nice gain.
First and 10 from the 14. Again, the quarterback on quarterback there. If he doesn't slide, he pays.
Smart decision on his part by getting down and protecting himself. Picking up the game on the keep. So they're now in the red zone.
At the 10, second and about 6. And the Wolves, that's Travion Barber with a big play. Travion's had a lot of those tonight. Tackle for loss. He moves them all the way back. Keep walking at the 18-yard line. A loss of 8 on the play. Travion's had a good game.
He's been very, very stellar tonight. Both sides of the ball, making plays. We've seen him get in the backfield time after time after time. And on the offensive side, he's been just one of those running backs that have been very, very solid tonight.
3rd and 15. They've got to get inside the 5 for a first down as the Wolves line up to try to stop them. They go into the end zone, touchdown, PCN.
Just kind of snuck out in the slot there, right up the seam, and
yep,
quarterback puts it right where he needs it for the touchdown.
And we've got a ball game. There's 6 down. The Wolves unable to convert on their 2 extra points, so this puts them within 5 if they can convert. And we'll be going to a commercial with the Wolves with just under 8 minutes to play, and they've got to make a play. And it's blocked. Nicely done by K.D. Parker, man. Wow. He went in, or that might have been the quarterback, actually. That was the quarterback. That was Lassiter.
Lassiter came off the edge there, timed it up perfectly.
Nicely done. We'll be back.
In today's world, fast and reliable internet isn't a luxury. CVEC Fiber is connecting our community with 100% fiber optic internet. From ultra-smooth gaming to crystal clear video calls, you'll never miss a moment. Visit CVECfiber.com to sign up.
Great prices sell cars, and Castrokey Auto Mart truly understands that principle. Straightforward pricing with no gimmicks. Located on the corner of Harrison and Jefferson for over 40 years, shop at the lot or online. Castrokey Auto Mart. They're good people. Stewart & Clover Attorneys and Title Company exists to help people. It really is that simple. Whether you have personal or business legal questions or need help navigating land title issues, Stewart & Clover is big enough to solve problems, small enough to care.
We are back at Jim Thorpe Stadium. The Wolves now in a game up just by 6. That block by Braylon Lassiter comes up big, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, if they convert there on the extra point, that puts them down 5, and a score would then put them up. So now, obviously, the ball is definitely in the court of the Wolves, but that block was definitely a great play by Lassiter and could be the difference potentially in the game.
Need to go down and get some points and knock it up to a two-score lead. That's going to go out of bounds. And the Wolves are going to take over at their 35, I believe, is where it'll be marked. And it's a test for this club. Really has let the air out of everybody's sails on this sideline.
Yeah.
And it's going to be interesting to see if they can just pull it together here. Absolutely. And play like they played in the first half after that first drive.
Absolutely.
Put together a drive. They can really, with under 8 minutes to go here, really make a statement.
Yeah, and you would like to think that they would get the ball back to their playmakers, follow their strong twin towers there on the right side, and if nothing else, take some of the time off the clock and put themselves in scoring position.
Looks like PCN got the message. When they line up strong on that right side with their big guys, they're coming that way. And that's going to pick up very little. I think that was McClendon on the carry. For no gain. 2nd and 10. And Lassiter keeps it, comes around the edge, and he gets the corner. Braylon Lassiter all the way into PCN territory.
Great run there by Lassiter. Gets to the outside, makes a guy miss, picks up some extra yards there to get the ball across the 50.
Yeah.
So it'll be first down for the Wolves on the Panther 47. As they hand it off back to the left side there for, I believe that was McClendon. Doesn't pick up much, but again, you're mindful of a couple things right now. Obviously, you want to score, but you have the clock running as you keep the ball on the ground there. So that'll be something to monitor as the Wolves look to try to put some points on the board here in the fourth quarter and close this one out.
Exactly, Coach, as Skelton hurries off and goes back on. As they want that. They want the big players on the field right now. You have McClendon in the background as well as KD. And the give is to KD, and he's taking it. Man, he just makes people slide off of him. That's a great play. Simon's trying to get the block. KD got hit and just went right through it.
He's a very, very hard runner. It takes multiple guys to bring him down each time and sets up what looks to be third down.
3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. So
yeah,
very manageable situation. I don't want to speculate, but I would imagine this is probably 4-down territory for the Wolves as well.
Which is dangerous at 5:45 to go at this position of the field, this first down. This play is huge as McClendon's in the backfield, and they're going to bring it to the right side, and Lassiter says, I'm going to get a first down. And he just keeps fighting. You got to like the fight in these kids, as it's going to move all the way down to the 36 to the 32, 31-yard line, right in between the 31 and 32. It was a pickup of 11 for the quarterback, Lassiter.
Absolutely. That's been a key for the Wolves as Lassiter picks up the first down there, just following his blockers there on the right side and gets the ball out there to the 35.
After this play, I want to point something out, Coach. I think you're really going to like it. With 5:16 and the clock rolling, the give is to Lassiter again off that right side. And it's going to be a short pickup of 2. So they're down to the 29-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout by PCN. We're going to take that timeout as the Wolves rolling here, 19-13. Can they get a score and put this one away? They need it. You're watching Wolves football on ShawneeCTV.
The bees and their keeper can communicate. The beekeeper can hear when they're in distress and helps in turn. This partnership of mutual encouragement is a reflection of the harmony and balance we strive for at St. Gregory's Abbey.
33 down to the 31. First down. 31, which would be 5. So it's second down now and yes. To the 29, 32 to the 29. Coach, we come back and we've got second from the 29-yard line. On the runs, Travion ran, then Laster ran, then McClendon ran, then KD ran, and then Laster ran. The coaches are keeping these guys fresh as well. Nicely done.
Yeah, and it's obviously a benefit to have that many guys that can make plays.
KD off that right side as they stacked them, and they keep that clock rolling under 5 minutes, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 4. They got to like their position here. Down at the 26-yard line.
3rd and 4.
Parker on that rush. And another timeout by Putnam City North. Let's keep it here. With 4:49 to play, Coach, you got to like this drive so far. We started on our own 35-yard line. Methodically, we have ran the ball, which that's what the coaches came in wanting to do.
Absolutely. At this point in the game, I mean, there was really little to no need to put the ball in the air. You definitely want to try, if nothing else, to take some time off the clock and really wear down this defense. And so 3rd down here, it'll be interesting to see what the play call is coming out of the timeout. I would venture to say, if I was a betting man, it's probably going to be a run. If I wanted to double down, probably a run to the right.
Mm-hmm.
But, again, game within the game, you're playing, obviously, the opponent, but then the clock as well.
Yeah, you would think there would be at least some motion towards that play. Maybe we've seen Laster keep it and go to the left off of that play. When you've got McClendon in there, though, you could hand him that ball, and KD has shown the strength to be able to do it as well. I mean, you've got 2 strong runners in there. All right, here we go.
It's like
3rd and 4, KD up the middle. He's got the first down. KD, 2, 1, touchdown, Shawnee Wolves! Going to get a flag. If they're not careful down there, you don't want to do that. It's a wonderful thing to get the touchdown, as it was a great play as McClendon takes it 26 yards for the touchdown. Here we go. We'll see it here, Coach.
Yeah, they had McClendon there in the backfield and had several other teammates there to lead him and escort him to the end zone. So no need to really overcomplicate things there as they just line up heavy and go smash mouth football right into the end zone. And it looks like the Wolves will line up and go for 2, but they don't get that as looks like Palmer was stuffed on the 2-point conversion try there. So score will stay 25-13 as the Wolves take the 2-touchdown lead here. We'll take a timeout here as we go into the break. You're watching ShawneeCTV here live.
At Hardesty Deli, the food is great and the people are even better. A genuinely local atmosphere. The Oliver family has more than 70 years as butchers with Hardesty. If you're in Shawnee, you gotta stop at Hardesty Deli.
Here we are at Elle's Jewelry. Oh my goodness. This is actually a homecoming crown. And does the homecoming queen get to keep the crown? They do. They get to keep the crown. I love that. Thank you guys for shopping at Elle's Jewelry. Yay!
Go time, show time, get on your feet. It's my time. Go time, show time, get on your feet.
Hey Mom, I got hurt playing volleyball and you forgot to pack my ibuprofen. You got hurt? That's okay, you just need some ibuprofen. Go to Eric's Pharmacy around the corner. They should have some.
Fred's Tire and Battery is locally legendary, known for their friendly...
We're back as the kick goes deep. Like to see that, Coach. That was a well done as the Wolves deliver there with a nice kick. Gotta like it. I'm sorry, I don't know who that is on my roster. Oh, there it is. It's Parker Snow. Nicely done by Parker Snow. He put it inside the 5, put it over their heads. No chance for a return.
So 2-touchdown lead with a little less than 5 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Obviously don't want to take anything for granted here. There's a lot of time to still produce something, but great drive there by the Wolves, and you said it, they just kept the ball on the ground with their stable of runners and were able to be rewarded with a touchdown there by Palmer.
See, that's me on the names, Coach. That's not you. I apologize, KD. So, PC with the run and the slide, going to pick up 7. Now they're going over the middle. Good play there by Tyner. He gets there quickly.
That's a nice throw there by Jones, finding his receiver there in the middle of the field. And as you can imagine, the Panthers are going to try to go quick here, go a little tempo.
And they're going deep. It's going to be a completion. They're moving down quick. At the Shawnee 35-yard line. Delivers it to the outside and fighting hard, but he's not going to get away from Laster. That's going to be a pickup of about 8 down to the Shawnee 27.
So for the Panthers, I mean, it looks like they've been able to find some things here in the second half of their pass game and able to make some stuff happen in the air.
And they go down the middle. He's open.
They had a guy in the end zone there, just could not connect. Would have brought the Panthers within 5, 6.
Third down. And that's a good catch. They give it to him. And that's going to be a first down.
A little quick out there by the receiver. Great catch by number 0 for the Panthers.
Yeah. Down at the 24-yard line. Just unable to bring him down there. Oh, 3 guys had his jersey at different times. He's a gamer. You got to like Mason Jones. He did some of this last year to us, and they ended up having a successful season with the junior quarterback last year. Now he's a senior, but he's showing it here in the second half. He's got some skill.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely obviously seen a lot of football here as a senior, and regardless of what happens tonight for the Panthers, I think they would be encouraged by some of the things they saw here in the second half.
Caught and knocked out of bounds as just out of reach of the Wolves defender there.
Also notice that he was able to get out of bounds there, so it stops the clock for the Panthers as they are threatening the end zone here.
Pulling up yardage there inside they're right at the 5. That's what it looks like. And they go to the corner for the touchdown. So a 25-yard pass play gets them down to the 5, and they get a touchdown on the next play with 2:05 remaining on the clock. Got to wonder if maybe some of those athletes in the backfield who have been playing so much both ways, I mean, maybe they're feeling a little bit winded because, I mean, you're just not seeing the plays that you saw.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some thought there to consider as the Wolves jump off sides on the extra point attempt.
Any reason they would go for 2? Nope. No reason at all. 1 is important because it takes it within 6. And it's no good. Again, the pressure by Laster, this time right up the middle. Nice job. They keep it at 6. You're watching Wolves football. We've got the final 2 minutes of this ball game coming up after this.
All Safe Security. When you go with us, you're all safe. We solve home and business security needs. We install surround sound and can help with Ethernet wiring. Builder packages available. Keep all safe. Go with All Safe Security. Stewart & Clover Attorneys and Title Company exists to help people. It really is that simple. Whether you have personal or business legal questions or need help navigating land title issues, Stewart & Clover is big enough to solve problems, small enough to care. Call Air Force One today and let comfort take flight. Muirhead family owned, serving all of Shawnee. Homes, businesses, expert service on all brands. Air Force One, where your comfort comes first. Great prices sell cars, and Castricke Auto Mart truly understands that principle. Straightforward pricing with no gimmicks. Located on the corner of Harrison and Jefferson for over 40 years, shop at the lot or online. Castricke Auto Mart. They're good people.
Good throw gets Bertram. And that's smashed. Nothing new. We're back as the onside kick set up by Putnam City North with 2:05 to go here in the ballgame. They trailed the Wolves by 6. This is a big play, Coach.
Yeah, and I think
going to be somebody maybe offsides. Back them up 5.
I was going to say those 2 extra points, the one that was blocked and the one that was missed. If my math is correct, that would have brought the Panthers within 4. So you think if they were able to recover this onside kick, that would definitely make things interesting.
Yeah.
But with a 6-point deficit, the Panthers would obviously need to recover it, score, and then
hit the extra point.
Convert the extra point. So we talked about at the onset, the special teams is just as important as the offense and the defense.
That third phase. In here, it's going to be interesting to see. They didn't get the hop on that squib kick that they just tried, and that was good for the Wolves because it put it deep enough for us to recover it rather easily. Here you kind of wonder, as the hands team are in, these are always great for the crowd because there's just that chance. Fall on it, and they're down. Ramel Slaughter on the recovery, and that's going to be 1st and 10 for the Wolves. Now, Putnam City has expended 2 timeouts, so they can only stop the clock once. That would mean, really, with our ground game, if we can grind out 2 first downs, we probably are winners of this ball game.
Absolutely. So at this point, you just want to be sure. You want to be conservative, I guess you could say, but you don't want to obviously be too conservative. You want to take your opportunities where you can.
2:01 showing on the clock. 2:03, I'm sorry, showing on the clock. The give up the middle. That's Travian, and he's going to do nicely and pick up 5. Gets half of it. Out to the 49-yard line they mark it, so he gets 6. Got to like what the running backs have done tonight.
Absolutely. I'm not certain by the official count, but I would venture to say that they've collectively eclipsed the 100-yard mark.
Oh, yeah, I think that really eyeballing it, Coach, we may have eclipsed the 200.
I was going to say it's probably closer to 200.
And if you take some of the yardage back that we lost on the penalties, offensively, we've been able to put up some numbers.
Yeah.
And defensively, we completely shut down Putnam City North. They have come back here in the second half and, given us some coaching points for the defense as well.
Absolutely. Again, a credit to the Panthers there and showing some fight. It looked as if the Wolves were going to take this one convincingly, and Panthers came out in the second half and made some adjustments. And like I said, I think there's a lot that they can take from this game too and build off of as they go into their 6A schedule.
And next week the Wolves travel to Ardmore. Always actually next week I believe we travel to Duncan and then we go to Ardmore. Next is K.D. Palmer. K.D. Palmer for a Wolves touchdown! 51 yards for K.D. for another ShawneeCTV.
And it won't show up in the stat sheet, Daniel, but Jaquan Evans, 20 yards down the field on the block there, securing that one. You'd love to see that one, just doing what he does best, man, to ultimately seal this game for the Wolves.
We love to see that. Way to go, as KD really putting an exclamation point on this and going to get a flag on the extra point. KD Palmer with a 51-yard run, and you're right, the big man really showing up there, showing his athletic ability. That's why he's a D1 candidate.
Absolutely. And credit to the offensive line all night. I mean, the running backs obviously get a lot of the attention and recognition, but that doesn't necessarily happen without a great offensive line. So credit to those guys up front for creating those holes and really doing their job.
51-yard scamper. Like to see it. And I'd like to see Snow be able to get this extra point for the Wolves. That just gets us on the right trajectory on these extra points. They are, as you pointed out, so important. Up and good. 32-19, Wolves in front. We've got the defense coming back on the field after these messages.
The bees and their keeper can communicate. The beekeeper can hear when they're in distress and helps in turn. This partnership of mutual encouragement is a reflection of the harmony and balance we strive for at St. Gregory's Abbey.
ShawneeCTV would like to thank the following community sponsors in helping make this broadcast possible. Sebastian Homes, specializing in exceptional residential properties. Grand Roofing Company. Give David James or Stephen Johns a call. Jeff Chamblin, Farm Bureau Insurance Agent, enjoys helping people. Marco's Pizza. Order faster. Online. Pine Cliff Printers. Making good impressions for you. Robert Owens, McElroy and Owens Funeral Group. Grab a bite at City Bites. McAllister's Deli. What can we make for you? Schlotzsky's for a mouthful of flavor. Find your flavors at Qdoba Mexican Eats. BB Woodworks Player of the Game, every game. Lucky Day Heating and Air Conditioning. Thank you, Corey Crenshaw and crew. Legendary Tenders, Chicken Express. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. Mentoring with a mission. Uplift Mentoring. When your pet is family, pause to remember.
Back to Jim Thorpe Stadium. Gotta like it as the Wolves winning 32-19 at this point, up by 13 after the 50-yard run by K.D. Palmer.
Yeah, and again, that offensive line just getting to that second level and opening that one up for him.
I like what Parker Snow's doing with his leg here in the recent part of the second half, because he's just taking those 2 steps, which is practice every time for those extra points as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we'll see the defense come back on as they look to close this one out.
And he being just a sophomore, I mean, you can build on that.
Absolutely.
It becomes a weapon. I mean, he's nailing it from the 40-yard line. He's got it 50 yards in the air just about every time.
Yeah, and I've peeked over at practice a few times and seen him kick. He's definitely got the power.
We just have to be able to protect it. All right, the defense back on the field. Mackey and Skelton both over there trailing that play. You see Story over there. Nolan having a good game. Slaughter's out there. Palmer's out there. Jaden Smith. Laster, Braylon Laster. And Jaquan Evans playing in the trenches both ways.
Man, and that's no easy feat. I mean, he's probably played, I don't know, several snaps tonight. Jaquan Evans there, and he's just unrelenting.
And that's Travian Barber, the one I didn't mention. I thought I missed somebody. I didn't see Travion in front of me. And, man, he may have been the defensive player. As far as playmaking, the defensive player of the game, I think those guys up front, Jaquan and Logan, just how they've manhandled that front line, they've got to be considered as the players of the game. As we start to discuss the Billy Brown BB Woodworks MVP of the game. We'll talk with Coach about that on Sunday, and we'll have him name his MVP. But for us, what do you think, Chad? I mean, and we are not naming a single MVP. We can talk about anybody we want. I don't want to be confusing about that. The BB Woodworks player of the game will be named by Jason Madonna during his coach's show on Sunday afternoon. Last year we would name it at about this time, but we would pick one, and I really would like the coach to do that this year. But I want to talk about this defense, and I think I mean, we haven't been calling their names, but Jaquan and Logan up front on this defensive side of the ball, man, they have just been stellar all night long.
Absolutely. I mean, if you just look at them physically, they are very imposing, and they were able to generate a lot of pressure early on, and I think that set the tone for the rest of the game for some of these other guys to come in and make plays, and it obviously helps when you have some speed behind that. But like you said, those two guys up front, Skelton and Evans, really created some havoc early on, and I think that that's going to be something to be monitored as well as they'll go down the rest of the season.
Yeah, I would agree. So they let it go down the middle. It's going to be caught. Travian Barber with the tackle. It's going to be a first down for Putnam City North. And he slides down at about the 37-yard line. So a pickup of 7 brings up 2nd and 3. Picked off. Barber, get it? He got it! Travian Barber with the interception. What a play by that youngster. Hey, you know, and he just heard us naming Skelton and Jaquan, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, he's just making plays, and he obviously plays on both sides of the ball, but tonight I think he just really, really stood out to me on the defensive end.
Playing that
plays and finding different ways to make an impact on the game, honestly.
Yeah, playing that Rob Backer, he has been evident in so many of the plays for losses. Absolutely. And here he gets the second interception of the game for the Wolves. Okay, the Wolves are going to take a knee and let this one roll out. Coach, your final thoughts? 32-19, going to be a Wolves victory.
Yeah, obviously it's a great first showing for the Wolves, coming out on top, avenging a loss from last year, and you know that this is something they've thought about. I know it's something they've been talking about, and so I'm just super happy for these young men to be able to open up the season with a win against the 6A opponent. I know that they're going to continue to build off this one, so it'll be interesting to see how we get ready and build off this one for next week.
I agree, man. I was really impressed with the talent level, and how it has slowly over the last 2 seasons and now into this season become Wolves football again. They are electrifying to watch. There is a big play ready to happen on either side of the ball on every exchange, and that is so much fun to watch. What a privilege to be able to be here.
Absolutely. And there's one thing I would love to point out that really when I noticed there was a play early in the game. I can't remember what exactly happened. I know that it was favorable for the Wolves, but one of the coaches came over to the guys on the sideline and said, hey, let's act like we've been here before. And I know that's kind of coach talk, but that just speaks to what they're trying to build here in Shawnee. And that, hey, we expect to make these plays. We expect to have success. And so now let's go ahead and prove what we know we can do. And so obviously it's great to be rewarded for the win here tonight here at Jim Thorpe Stadium, and look forward to doing it again next week.
Yep, it's going to be a lot of fun as we travel down to Duncan. We hope that you guys make the trip, and Shawnee fans always show up. We love to travel. For those of you who can't, or maybe you guys are out of state, we love to bring it to you as well. I hope that Chad's with us. We'll talk about that through the week. I don't know if he's there yet, but we're going to try to bring him with us. If not, we will be down there, and we will bring you all the action from next Friday's ball game. Thank you to our crew. Great job on the camera work and on the edit. We appreciate Juan Ramirez and everybody else with the job they're doing. Coach Johnson, thank you for your time. It's always fun to sit next to you. I'm Daniel Shaughnessy for ShawneeCTV. All of us, Shawnee, together we build community one season at a time. Good night, everybody.